last night, quote, "The time for me to find a new home has come, and all I can think of is just the gratefulness in my heart. The city of Cleveland will forever be home," end quote. Should the Broncos be in the David Njoku sweepstakes?
Feels like they might, because Sean Payton does have a propensity to acquire veteran tight ends. I personally, after the Evan Ingram failures this year, don't love acquiring a 9, 10, 11-year vet.
He's never been great, right? He has never lived up to that first-round billing. He's a Miami kid, right? Never lived up to that when he was taken in the first round. He's stayed relatively healthy for his career. He has that one season where he only played 4 games, but relatively healthy. Missed a few last year, but he's never been like a game-breaking tight end. He's always looked better at 6'5", 250 or whatever he is.
He's an avatar. He is an avatar.
He's always looked better than he plays in the NFL. I don't think I want him. He turns 30 in July. No, thank you. I would rather spend my money elsewhere on a running back, maybe on a wide receiver, or utilize that money to trade for a wide receiver and then hope that you can get a tight end in the draft.
No, thank you on my part.
Okay.
I'm not in.
Move on. Like I would very much rather try and package picks and move up to get Kenyon Sadiq than take a chance on David Njoku at 30 years old. You're not going to be able to move up that high, but like...
Give me the Sadiq.
Attaboy.
I want it all.
It was waiting there for you on a silver platter. I'm proud of you. KJ, what's next?
I've got nothing for you here.
New England Patriots quarterback Drake May, who said he took a painkilling injection for his right throwing shoulder before the Super Bowl, will not require offseason surgery. He said earlier today during his end-of-season press conference, quote, "Time is the best healer. I definitely just need time off. Nothing that needs anything to be done. My arm was feeling great all year. I don't think throwing was the issue. It's a case of having one hit in the AFC Championship game that was unfortunate timing," end quote. So if anybody wants to know exactly what that hit was, it was Drake May scrambling on a 13-yard scramble in the third quarter, and then Talanoa Hufanga landed on him.
I remember it.
And that's the play that he kind of came up a little gimp after that.
I was sitting between Vic Lombardi, Rachel V. Hill, and DMac, and I said, he's hurt. He's hurt. But he also looked like absolute buns throwing the football in good weather the 2 quarters before he got banged up on that play. So there's no excuse for how bad he looked in the playoffs, because I thought he looked bad in the first 2 rounds as well.
Still got to the Super Bowl.
He did. Pretty embarrassing Super Bowl for him, though, man. Pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it was terrible.
For a legacy, and those can be hard to come back from.
The fourth
Because it's so
quarter
hard to get back there anyway.
The fourth quarter made it look way better. Way better than it was.
Did you see it? Do you know how many yards he threw for in the fourth quarter?
100 and...
No, it was like two. I think it was like 245 or something, 235 against umbrella zone coverage. Like I always tell you that.
You said it yesterday. Quarterback yards are a big liar stat.
Empty calories. So many empty calories there.
KJ, what's next?
I've got nothing for you here.
Via David Purdum of ESPN.com, Nevada Sportsbooks won $9.9 million on $133.8 million in bets involving the Seahawks and Patriots in the Super Bowl. Purdum added that both numbers are down considerably from last year. And if you kind of take a look at the numbers here, last year it was a record $22.1 million on $151.6 million in wagers. The handle was a 20% drop year over year, and it represents 11.7% reduction from between the 2 Super Bowls. So could this trend come back to haunt the NFL?
No.
You don't think so?
I think this is just a simple matter of I haven't been doing my circuit reads here for the last couple months. I lost out on business, man. I was driving some good revenue for you there over in Nevada. No, man.
$1 million.
I feel like I just feel like the game itself just didn't.
It didn't have juice.
It didn't have juice, man. And there'll be a game next year that has juice. It's probably going to be the case.
I think we're due for like a historic Super Bowl,
like a
in the next
Denver
couple of
versus
years.
the Rams.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
A Walton crime.
I'm not sure that I want to play the Rams in their home stadium. I don't love that. So I'd prefer to play someone else. But I think we are due for a all-time game over the next couple of seasons.
I thought we had it with 49ers and Chiefs 2 years ago. God, that was a great game.
Eagles Super Bowl, the first one of the Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl, great.
Really good. The one last year was a little better game. It felt like it was a little bit more in reach than this year's game.
Because of Patrick Mahomes. It ended up being a butt kicking.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're due for a really, really good one.
Let me ask you guys this. Have we put too much stock in needing the names to be successful in the Super Bowl? Like, for the Super Bowl to be considered a
Quarterbacks.
success?
To me, it's quarterbacks.
It's a quarterback league.
Quarterback league, quarterback game, and everything is defined by quarterbacks' legacies surrounding a Super Bowl. But let's just call a spade. Like, if Sam Darnold and the Seahawks get back there next year, which might happen, then you start having another conversation about Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold doesn't strike you as like the headliner quarterback, though. Even when he was at USC, he never felt that way.
He never did.
He kind of felt like a little bit of a dweeb compared to Carson Palmer and Matt Leinart and who was the kid who went to the Eagles for a few years? Matt Barkley, right? That felt like a USC preppy piece of you-know-what.
Heck, even Jackson Dart, who was originally a USC preppy piece of you-know-what. Looks like a frat star for SAE.
Compared to those guys, Sam Darnold feels like the dweeb of the bunch, and he's got a ring.
Tell you what, man, it's tough to overcome the ginger beard. I got one here myself, man. You gotta work extra hard to have some swag with a ginger beard. Ask Brett Kane about it.
Keep it going, KJ.
I got nothing for you here.
Can't remember the last time I called a quarterback a dweeb. But,
I know. I know how it looks coming from me. I get that. I understand.
All right, here we go.
Comparing his other USC quarterbacks.
Hold on, I think we need a breaking news right here. Breaking news, Flash. Breaking news out of Lone Tree, Colorado. Youth hockey coach Alex Ryan calls Super Bowl quarterback champion Sam Darnold a dweeb.
I wasn't calling him a dweeb. I was calling him a comparative dweeb to the LA USC style quarterbacks of yesteryear. Tell me when I give those other quarterback names, Darnold isn't the one who doesn't belong in the group. 5-on-3
power play specialist Alex Ryan for the T-Birds hockey organization calls Super Bowl champion quarterback Sam Darnold a dweeb.
Right, I understand how ridiculous it sounds. I get it.
49ers defensive lineman Keon White was the victim of a shooting in San Francisco early Monday morning, sustaining a bullet wound to his ankle. He underwent successful surgery, and the team has indicated that it is not career-threatening. The police out in San Francisco said that they responded to a shooting at 4:06 a.m. local time, and obviously he was the victim. And their statement is, quote, a preliminary investigation revealed a verbal altercation occurred between two groups inside of a business. The victim was injured when shots were fired, but an unknown suspect, end quote. So no arrests have been made at this moment. And on Sunday, obviously, White was there at the game watching his former team, the Patriots, obviously fall to the Seahawks. But here's an interesting detail. So rumors have it that he got into an altercation with star rapper Lil Baby.
No, that's Lil Baby.
I'm sorry, Lil Baby.
Yeah, I'll get you right, KJ.
I mean, you got me, man. You from the South, man. I'm not.
Yeah, that's right. Kentucky.
And that led to him obviously being shot. So let me ask you guys this. In a case like this, is this just wrong argument, wrong time, or should the NFL start implementing curfews for players that are of the team that's in the city of that particular Super Bowl?
Nah, can't do it. Curfews? Grown men that aren't even playing? He plays for San Francisco, right?
He does,
No. This is hazard of the occupation.
Help me out here. Lil Baby and Da Baby.
Different people, I think?
They are, but who's bigger and who's better?
Are you asking me? I'm the wrong person to ask.
I'm asking KJ.
Lil Baby.
You like Lil Baby better than Da Baby?
The only time
I'm asking KJ.
The only time I like the Baby is when he is rapping with Meg Thee Stallion. I feel like that's the only time he is really doing his thing. But Lil Baby, he got albums. He got albums worth, man. He got the hood stamp, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Lil Baby, Come on, man. You can play him anywhere, anytime.
I'm trying to remember, man. My guy Jordan Love was a big fan of one of the two of them. Like he always talked about, I think he was a Lil Baby guy.
I got to be honest, couldn't name a song for either one.
Is this Lil Baby?
That's Lil Baby right
Okay.
there.
Oh,
I can vibe to
Yeah.
it. I don't know the song, but I can vibe to it. I can look like a dweeb doing this. I could look like Sam Darnold.
give me some Duh Baby now. I need some Duh Baby.
Love KJ find some Duh Baby.
Oh, he got Duh Baby right here. Ooh, I think I'm a Duh Baby guy.
I like the flute thing that's going on in the background here. Of course, I would like the flute things.
You are you're a proficient skin flute
flautist.
player.
Jeez, I didn't think you were going to go that far. KJ, save us. What's next?
I've got nothing for you here.
Exactly, Chris.
The Chargers are hiring former New York Jets and Miami Dolphins head coach Adam Gase as an assistant coach overseeing the passing game specifically. Gase hasn't been in the NFL since 2020, and as most people remember, he was a super bright offensive mind back in the day. Like at 37, he was the league's youngest head coach at the time after working with Jay Cutler as the Bears offensive coordinator and then Peyton Manning and Tim Tebow as the Broncos quarterbacks coach back in the day. With all of the changes to Harbaugh's offensive staff, does it feel like all signs are pointing towards unlocking whatever the best version of Justin Herbert is?
All right, we ripped into Joe Brady a segment ago for having like a couple of decent seasons and it only being tied to one good quarterback. You want to hear Adam Gase's offenses ranks?
Please.
Well, just you want yards or points or something else?
Let's go Let's go points.
Points. 2013, pretty good Broncos offense and a pretty good quarterback there, right? It's, historically the best offense of all time. First. The year after, second. The year after that when he goes to Chicago, 23rd. He follows up in Miami as the head coach of the Dolphins, 17th, 28th, 26th. Moves to the Jets as head coach. His eyes dart left, right, and center when he's trying
following the taco.
Oh, yeah.
You know the taco meme?
It's ridiculous.
So good.
And then he proceeds to finish second to last and dead last in points for an offense in those years. Remove Peyton Manning, a healthy Peyton Manning, from Adam Gase, and he's trash.
Yeah, it hasn't been good for Adam Gase. Good dude, though. Had a chance to clinic football with him one time. A little different. Nice guy, though. Smart. A little bit socially awkward, but a nice guy.
How do you think he and Mike McDaniel go together?
Yeah, it's going to be some him, Mike McDaniel, and Jim Harbaugh in one room.
What a triangle. That is an odd throuple.
That is the Bravo reality series that I will actually participate in and watch with my wife. Real Football Coaches of Los Angeles.
The Real Football Coaches of LA. I love that, man.
It's going to be a really good one.
He doesn't feel like a fit, and he has been legitimately bad since 2014.
So is Mike McDaniel a certified savant if you look at the whole body of work, not just 1 or 2 years where it was the trendy offensive play caller that was doing all the fast motions and Tyreek was going nuts and Devon Achan and
it's better.
Raheem Mostert
it's better. Now, the sample size is a little bit lower. If we're just going off of points, 13th with San Francisco as the OC, 11th in 2022 with Miami.
That was
second in 2023.
That was the height.
That was the height. And he was doing that with Tua, right? Doing it with Tua.
But Tua was he was hot then.
But doing it with Tua. And then Tagovailoa goes out with all of his concussions. Tyreek has injuries. Yeah, he's doing T-Rex Raptor arms. And then it turns into 22nd and 25th. So the past couple of years have not been good.
Although San Francisco that was Kyle.
Correct.
Kyle's always called it. Every year that he's been a head coach, he's called it.
In yards, McDaniel's offenses, do you want me to remove San Francisco then?
Yeah.
Okay, because
what was it? What was the first year? Was it 11th?
7th in yards, 13th in points. Miami, when he's the head coach and he's the head honcho of all of that, he goes, I'll go yards first, points second. This is rank in the NFL. 6th, 11th. The following season, 1st, 2nd. The season after that, 13th, 18th. And last year, 26th, 25th. And that is yards and points back-to-back.
And Tua was healthy
rankings.
this past year, right? Majority of the year he played.
Tua played 14 games.
Yep.
He
And
was just
Tyreek
straight
was-
up bad.
Tyreek was about 5 games.
Tyreek Hill played 4.
Okay.
He got 4 games from him. He got 9 games from Darren Waller. They were just an injured team. Straight up. It is an Avs Ticket Tuesday, and your keyword this hour, make sure you guys text it in the next couple of minutes so you can guarantee your second entry to win Avs and Wild tickets. Your keyword is Faber, Faber, as in Brock Faber, the American Olympian defenseman and the Minnesota Wild defenseman. Faber. Text in right now with your first and your last name to 303-504-0925. Our NFL notes are brought to you every single day here on the Morning Sprint, courtesy of our friends at mountainhighappliance.com. That's Colorado's most complete local appliance store. They've got locations in Denver, in Louisville, in Colorado Springs, and in Glenwood Springs, offering every major appliance line and brand, and you can find them at mountainhighappliance.com. A 2K Tuesday rolls along on an Avs Ticket Tuesday. KJ Granderson on the ones and twos behind the glass today. Coach Mike, Sanford, Raj hanging out with you guys until noon. PhD from noon to 3. Nate and Andy 3 to 6. If you guys want somewhere to watch all of the Olympic hockey this weekend, well, your place is number 38 in Rhino. Friday, February 13th from 3 to 6. Nate and Andy are going to be out there live for Canada and Switzerland.
Get yourself a Labatt Blue. I don't know if they actually have it, but
Yeah, you can drink Labatt's. I don't think they have
all right.
Labatt's
Favorite Canadian beer.
Kokanee.
No question.
Hands down, Kokanee.
Me too.
Kokanee's great. Moosehead Lager's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Labatt, I love a Labatt, but I love a Labatt Blue Light.
Yeah,
It's
LBL.
better.
Mhm.
LBL's better.
It's better than an LBI. Tell you that.
Sure is. I'm not going to turn down a Molson.
Molson's solid.
It's solid, but it's not my my favorite Canadian beer, hands down. It's a Kokanee.
BC, baby. British Columbia.
Love those things, my
Better,
man.
the water's better. So, I mean, it's the bottom line. Like,
Just feels cleaner up there.
I mean,
It's close to the
kind
Yukon.
of the same here in Colorado, man. Got good water.
Enjoy some New Amsterdam vodka drink specials, including puck drop shots, espresso martinis, and the Avalanche Mule. You can enter to win all kinds of incredible prizes. Again, number 38 on Friday for Canada and Switzerland with Nate and Andy from 3 to 6. Then you can go on Saturday mid-morning, starting at 12:30. Coach Sanford's going to be out there for USA and Denmark. His soul's going to be ripped in two. The good American Coach Sanford, torn apart by his family history out there, the Danes.
The Danes.
What's your grandfather's name again?
Hans Christian Gunnar
That is
Sorensen.
as Danish a name as there is. And then on Sunday, if you guys
say,
still want to watch some hockey, I'll be out there at 12:30. Again, number 38 in Rhino for USA and Germany.
Cool story. Grandpa, R.I.P., was a Royal Danish Guard. So for the Queen of Denmark back in the 1940s. So you know in the UK, the big long, like tall, furry hats.
Yeah, the
Where they
dudes that you
couldn't-
mess with at the Abbey and
Yes.
they don't move.
He was one of those for the Queen of Denmark.
Did they wear the same things?
Yes,
Because
almost identical.
it was a British territory back then?
Yep, he was a Royal Danish Guard.
They have blue pants. Do the dudes at Buckingham Palace have blue pants?
Look how cool Royal Danish Guards.
Yeah, that's a cool
look
looking
like,
thing. They get the big fuzzy things
They're
on their
like
head.
they're like toy soldiers.
They look as though they should be fighting in the American Revolutionary War. They're probably a little outdated.
It was my grandfather. We had a chance to go back to Denmark, and he had a chance to show me the changing of the guard when the guard does change and their shift happens, and he was bawling, just the pride of his country. Pretty neat, man.
Did the Danes fight in World War II?
They were occupied,
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Much like the Finns
and
were
he was
for a
part.
while.
He was part of the underground movement against Nazi Germany.
All right.
He would deliver pamphlets that
Don't
were.
make me root for the Danes
I
on
will.
Saturday,
I'm sorry,
Coach.
I'm sorry.
You're working your way
They
through
are
it.
they are great people. The Danes don't have many bad days. They just kind of show up and like, hey, how you doing, man? Everything good? Yeah.
Everyone's like really good looking up there too.
Mm-hmm. Sounds.
It's like
Sounds
expensive
kinda
to
like-
live, but it's very clean.
I mean, it's basically socialist, but tax you at 90%. Everybody's got good stuff. It's all good.
The baby
all
gets
good.
sick. Don't go to the hospital. Don't go to the hospital. It's okay. It'll be all right. Team USA plays their first game coming up on Thursday. There are some Olympic hockey games that start on Wednesday. Canada, I believe, plays. The Italians play. The Swedes play on Wednesday. We were talking with Brett Kane, the great American Frady Cat. He's terrified that Cale Makar and Nathan McKinnon and all the Avs players that are going to be out there are going to get injured. I'm going to look glass half full. These dudes want to be there. They were all at the short track speed skating today, and there was a huge crash. And Cale Makar is sitting next to, and I love this, Sidney Crosby. Just rub that head as much as you possibly can and get some of the gold and the Stanley Cup dust that comes off of Sidney Crosby. Hang out with him.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
I heard it halfway through too as well.
Yeah. Give me your prediction. Give me your medals.
Canada's so good. Canada gold.
You're gonna
USA silver.
No, you want it. You're thinking the Finns are going to be the silver.
No, USA silver. They're too deep. The goaltending's too good, and the defense is too good. And the Finns' best player is injured, or most important player is injured. Sweden bronze over the Finns in the bronze game. That's what I think is going to happen. The Czechs can scare you a little bit, but dude, I'm rooting hard for the Americans. I am. Canada is so good. Sidney Crosby's their third line center.
I got the ultimate wild Olympics.
All right, let's hear it.
Bronze. Blame Canada.
Ooh.
Silver. Germans.
The Germans getting through?
Draisaitl.
Crazy. Okay. I don't know who's going to stop the puck for them, but good luck with that.
Free domain, free.
The Americans over the Germans in the gold medal game.
Gold
you know
medal
what? If
round,
that
man.
happens, give it to me.
If we can't atone the Cold War, we're going to atone World War II in these here Olympics. Japan's not making it. But dadgummit, we're going.
I don't think Japan's in the tournament. I'm pretty certain the Japanese don't have a men's hockey team in the top division of the IIHF.
Has there ever been a Japanese-born NHLer?
I don't know. I have no idea. I did some diving on the rules. I have uncovered this. You said, hey, there might be a fight. There's not going to be a fight.
Nope.
If you fight, you get tossed out of the game. You get suspended for the next game.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. And the U.S. won't play the Canadians. So you're thinking a fight could happen in that game, right? Because it happened at the Four Nations. They won't play the Canadians until the knockout stages. And you can't afford to get kicked out of that game and then get kicked out of the next game, which will, at that point, it'll either already be a medal round game or the next one will be a medal round game.
Yutaka Fukufuji.
I no idea who that
First
dude is.
Japanese-born player to appear in an NHL game. Goaltender for the LA Kings during the 06 and 07 season.
Heck yeah, man.
Last name, Fukufuji.
Love that. I don't know if it's a hockey name, but I love the last name. Give me more of it.
Yep. How about Hiroyuki Miura? Drafted.
I don't know who that is.
Montreal Canadiens.
Don't know who that is.
92.
The women play Canada today in a preliminary game.
So does not count.
No, it counts.
Oh,
it's like round
pool
robin.
play.
Yeah,
Pool
pool play.
play.
So it does count for seeding and stuff. So the Americans play the Canadians, I think, coming up in about 20 minutes from right now.
Give me one U.S. women's hockey player that I should know about.
Hillary Knight, captain.
Sick.
She's in her 5th Olympics. She's a freak. Frankel, the goaltender, is phenomenal. And I think she's in her 1st Olympics. The other one is Kendall Coyne Schofield. Does that sound familiar?
Kind of does.
Her husband is Michael Schofield, right? The former offensive lineman in the NFL. He played 2 years for the Broncos after being drafted in the 3rd round in 2014. So Kendall Coyne Schofield, I believe, is also in her 5th Olympics, and she is. A few years ago at the All-Star game, they brought in a few women's players to do some of the events. They would demo the events, and Schofield would have finished like 7th in the men's fastest skater.
Dude, big fan of Hillary Knight. 5'11"?
Yeah, she's a
172.
She's a unit.
Sun Valley, Idaho born.
Unit.
Let's go, man.
Hillary Knight rocks.
Excited about some.
It'll be a really fun one. I think the Americans get it done. Those are always great games between the women's teams. The question, can they fight in the gold medal game? You could fight in the gold medal game. Be my guest. If you're willing to sit out the rest of the game, fight in it.
Are the rules the exact same international male and female?
I don't know if there's a few differences, but I think like the timing rules and.
I wanted Hillary Knight fight today against the Canadians.
Yeah, you need Hillary to play.
We'll be all right. It's worth the suspension. Let them know, man.
It's going to do it for us today. Going to do it for us today. For Coach, for KJ. I'm Alex Ryan-Emmy. PhD's coming up next. Nate and Andy from 3 to 6 today. Congratulations to Antonio Carvalho. Antonio Carvalho. You sound like a Portuguese soccer player. Congratulations. You're going to see the Avs take on the Minnesota Wild on February the 26th.
I'm going to go Brazilian left back.
Is that the Brazilian? That's the Carvalho I'm thinking of?
There's both because it's the same language.
Turns out. Should probably know that.
Correct. Portuguese.
We
spoken
love you guys.
in Brazil.
We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 10. If you didn't win tickets with us, win them next with PhD.
From Ball Arena. It's a quick turnaround. We're just here.
We were just here. yeah, about 13 hours ago, right?
Something like that,
Yeah.
right? So
Got out here about 10:45, I guess.
this place does not close. There's always something going on. I'm really excited for us to be back here, though, today for the Special Olympics event where they have 100 Special Olympics athletes. They're all signing one-day contracts upstairs. They're going to be brought down. The Nuggets team will be here. They'll go through a bunch of drills.
Right.
It's such a wonderful charity deal put on by Kroenke Charities. And I think it's great, man. We had a great time here last year, so I'm anticipating hopefully an equally as good time.
I talked to Big Val last night. I did sideline, so I went
His
in.
beard is looking phenomenal.
Isn't
It is.
Wait till you
like,
see it in person.
He is.
We are hoping he sits down with us today,
He is
by the way.
making me want to grow my beard back. I might have to do it simply because of him.
As far as good beards go, that's a great beard.
It might be the best I've ever seen.
Well,
It's
let's
up
hope-
there. I mean, the form, the shape, the thickness,
Yeah.
all of it. It's
Yeah.
Did you
just
say
beautiful.
the shorn?
the
Yeah,
shape.
yeah,
The
I-
shape.
Shorn?
I said the form, the shape.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
form and shape.
Yeah.
Or a shorm.
Did I merge the two together?
I think you did, but
Yeah?
it makes sense.
Okay.
His mind did. He's in. He's
Yeah.
in a
shorm.
Did I say? I don't know.
He's in a
Well,
red berry fog right now.
Bottom
He's-
line is the dude's got a beautiful beard. Okay.
He does.
He did a, anyway, so I sat down by him last night before I started doing the interviews, and I said, "Hey, dude, that was a toughie." He goes, "What are you going to do?" He said, "We got a chance to be better on Wednesday." I said, "Yeah." I said, and then tomorrow, I said, "You'll see what it's all about." He goes, "Tomorrow?" I go, "Tomorrow you got the Special Olympic kids." He goes, "Yep." Then you're in the real world.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty deep of him.
You
if
know,
will.
we just don't know much about him personally, I guess, because he's relatively new. But I'm dying to know more because every interaction, and granted, it hasn't been a lot, has been so positive I've had with him in terms of how he deals with things. Very positive guy, very forward-looking, very team-first dude. So for all the little issues with Mark Moser calling him names and stuff, because we just didn't know what was going on
And
with
if
that
you
situation.
listen to our show, I said, "Calm down, ain't nothing going to happen."
Right.
And Moser just went on the negative rant.
Yeah, because all right. I mean, you just got emotional. You didn't know the dude. You don't know the situation. I mean, he's from Lithuania. Who knows what's going on in his personal life or what he really wants to get to? But dude's English is unbelievable. Of course, and he's as Americanized as anybody. He's played all over the country, and he is a unbelievably valuable person here for the Nuggets. That's no doubt about
And here I
that.
want for Tyler, we're going to just do it right now.
Okay.
I really hope I get a chance to introduce you to him.
Okay.
And I want
Me too.
I want you to shake his hand
Yeah.
and see if it won't be in the top 5% of big hands you've ever shaken.
Oh, I guarantee you it is.
Oh, it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I can see it on TV.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's monster hand.
By the way, I do believe that we've got Dan. I might have to get you on this, but we might need some live updates on the gold medal curling match. I believe is going on right now.
What form of curling is it? 'Cause
It's the pairs. It's the mixed.
The mixed pairs.
the mixed pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that went
And-
wild from a couple nights ago.
And they beat Italy, which was defending champs.
Yeah, they can't do
yesterday.
worse than silver, and that's happening right now.
I believe it's going on right this minute.
I think it
Okay.
started at 10:05.
Oh, okay.
So it might
Oh.
be just getting over
All right.
and over.
No dumb questions. How long does the curling match last?
Well, it's not like cricket.
No,
doesn't
cricket
go
goes,
for 3 days.
cricket
No.
goes for days.
I think it has 10. What are the lines called? I think
ends.
10 ends.
It has ends. I know that. And they
And
throw a
it-
stone.
into
I know
the
that.
house.
Into the house. Yes.
Which is a good name for it, by the way.
Yeah.
So how long does an end? Is it like a baseball, like an
Did
inning?
you guys know that those stones have got green light, red lights on them that tell you like if you went past the line or not?
What?
Really?
They've got a lighting system on the stones themselves.
I have
So
no
you're
idea.
saying
Yeah.
they could put a digital something on the stone to see whether you cross,
Whether you
crossed the first down line
That's
or
exactly
not.
that's exactly right though. But it's while they're sliding to get past was it the green line or whatever that line is that first one.
Yeah.
And it tells you if you had a good toss or not.
Well, we're looking forward to sitting down with Coach Adelman.
It wouldn't work in football. Football's inflatable. It only works in stones.
Fair point.
By the
Maybe
way,
that's
the
what they
results
do.
are in
Oh, the results are in.
for the mixed doubles curling gold medal match. It was U.S. versus Sweden. Sweden won 6-5.
Oh, bummer,
Hey, I
man.
tell you what, if
Stupid.
it was 6-5, that was a
Bummer.
tight match all the way down, wasn't it?
Did it come down to the final throw on the stone in the 10th end?
The final curl.
Stupid Swedes. I've always hated the Swedes.
Did it come down to that moment? Was it something dramatic like that?
If it's 6'5", I guarantee it did.
I don't know.
If it's 6'5", I guarantee it came down late.
Wait, 6'5". All right, another dumb question. I know it's 10 ends, 6'5". Was there an extra end? Did that thing go into overtime, Dan?
No, because both teams throw on each end. And
right.
one goes first, and the other one goes second, and the other team goes first, the other one goes second. And so there's blocking and whatever, and that's why you won't necessarily get a point every.
Oh, so okay.
turn.
So it's just points that accumulate over time.
Yeah, it's an accumulation. I think there's 10, but I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right about that too.
So 6'5", that was a game then.
Channel 7 in the house. Jeff and Brady. There they are. They come and get all the action for Channel 7. Say hi to Lionel. Okay. God forbid Lionel come out to do something.
God forbid you get him out of the studio.
Nick Rothschild rocking that. Man, I thought when Nick got that mustache on Channel 7 it was just a goof. He's gone strong with that thing for years now.
Respect.
Yeah, respect for it. All right, Dan, thanks for breaking our hearts. What other do we got any other kind of I saw Michaela Schifrin kind of was stinky today a little bit.
What happened to her?
I think she just had a bad slalom run in the combined something or other, and it just didn't go well for her.
No spiral fractures?
No, I mean, it's slalom. I mean, how much can you get hurt going on flats down gates? I think it's relatively calm on that one, but apparently she came in 4th place or something. I don't know. Dan, you got an update on Michaela Schifrin?
No, but you know what happens here in about 4 minutes, guys? One of the biggest rivalries in the Olympics starts in about 4 minutes.
What's that?
France-Spain basketball?
Is it a part of ski mountaineering?
You think basketball is part of the Winter Olympics?
Well, he said rivalry, so I said Spain-France.
Okay.
Is it the cross-country skier from Haiti?
It might be. That's not what I'm talking
England,
about.
Brazil? Argentina, Brazil? Soccer?
What is it, Dan?
We've got Canada versus the United States in women's ice hockey.
Oh!
Big rivalry.
Oh, all right.
Both undefeated, I believe.
Do you know who's still playing for Team USA?
Sure do.
You probably know her.
I just saw her about a month ago.
How about that? You want to explain?
Yeah, Michael Schofield's wife, Kendall. She has been doing this for a long time. Just saw Mike and Kendall at the alumni weekend a month or two back, right? And I was asking her how she was doing. She was nervous about making the team because she's getting older.
A little bit
right?
older, yeah.
But she's been doing it a long time. She's been around the block now.
Probably,
Yep. She's been doing it for a very long time. She really wanted to make the team. She was anxious about it. Made the squad, and she's a badass, man. I mean, she's been doing this for a very long time. So Kendall's she's a vet on that team. And it sounds like they went with it. Just talking to her, I don't know anything, but
you know more than we do.
Talking to her, it sounded like they were going much younger, so she was a little bit worried about it.
Where would she play professionally to keep up with her skills and play hockey?
So I wish I knew that. I did know that. I asked her. She is playing. Is
she playing professionally?
Yes, there's a women's professional league.
Of course there is.
She's playing in.
Right, they came here last year and it sold this whole building out.
And I'm drawing a blank on the team that she plays for.
I
feel terrible about
that's
that.
my bad. That's my bad. There is I know that because they had 18,000 people in here watching that women's game last year.
Wow.
And I know they want to get a Denver team in here, which makes sense. Look at that rebound, one. That's a rebound right there.
Right there, rebound.
Rebound.
You know what?
Assist.
If you're around the basket, you're going to fall into a rebound.
That's all I do, man.
So guys that can play 10, 15 minutes and not even get a rebound, come on, man.
That's how easy it is.
Hang around the basket, one's going to fall in your hand.
All right, Dan, we're going to need to lean into you for USA. So they're in a qualifying round, or are they in a medal round, Dan?
No, this is still qualifying.
So USA and Canada
are in the same.
How is that?
It's the preliminary round.
Yeah, but how did USA and Canada get in the same bracket? They got to be 1-2 in the world.
Yeah, because they've alternated the Olympics over the last 3 or 4.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Is Finland and Sweden great in women's hockey as well as men's hockey?
But I thought it's been between USA and Canada women.
I thought so too.
That have split the World Cups and Olympics over the last handful of years.
I seem to recall that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Kendall Schofield.
Yeah,
playing. That's cool. There's tons of
I'll
Colorado
shoot her a
athletes.
text. I've got her number. I'll shoot her a
text.
text.
Shoot her a text in the middle of the game.
I highly doubt that we'll be able to get her on at any point because I remember trying to do this last time she was in the Olympics.
That would be amazing to get her on.
But I will shoot her a text and see if there's any chance we can get her on.
Why don't you call Michael and get him? He can do a little play-by-play for us. That'd be amazing.
I don't know. I'll ask Michael. I'm sure he is.
I wonder if Roach is doing the announcing for the women's side too.
I think he is. I think he's the main announcer.
Yeah, I heard him on a game last night.
He got there. I saw him tweet he goes from the Super Bowl there. Now, he's not on a private jet like Tirico.
Right.
Like, he had to figure it out. It wasn't like, it was crazy. They chartered a private, like, Airbus whatever for Tirico and got him over within the same day. But Roach is there. I saw him post. I think he just does all the games in the main arena. Like, whatever's in that main arena, Roach is doing. So he's working he loves it though, man. Yeah. He's in his.
Well, he said he'd come on the show from there, so maybe we text him and say
that would be great.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. So it's all right. I get excited about the Olympics, man. There's cool things going on. So Dan, will you give us updates as time goes on?
Absolutely. I've got Freebird ready to roll if they score.
There you go.
I know we're doing watch parties for the U.S. team. I think some Canada stuff, too, at number 38. We'll give you some details on that on the way. All right, well, we are here, Scott. What do you want to say about the game last night, my friends?
Well, I want to say one more thing about Olympic stuff.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Somebody else we got to get on sometime, and I know it's a Summer Olympic thing.
Okay.
Because I just started going down in the rabbit hole with her, and, she went viral with the dance with her soccer coach and da-da-da, and I'm like, Trinity Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman's daughter,
it's Dennis
soccer player.
Rodman's daughter, who's like a world-class soccer player.
World-class soccer player.
Just signed the biggest professional soccer league contract.
Really?
In its history. Like
she's got big braids, big hair, and she's a powerful. I think she's a striker. I think she's a scoring machine. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, how about that, huh?
Yeah,
your boy, you got to get. Could you ever? I don't know.
I've reached out to Dennis. I had an old number. He never picked up on the number. I've reached out to him on Instagram the other day. And
really?
DM'd him, and he never,
She's been pretty rough on him publicly.
Yeah.
Well, the other daughter was real bad.
This one has to.
She just but she said I love him, but he wasn't there.
He wasn't that great.
It was all for show, and
no.
If anybody needed an ADHD pill, it was probably Dennis.
Yeah, your guy. Not the world's greatest dad, unfortunately.
Maybe you had to get a coffee cup. How about if you get a coffee cup that says "World's Greatest Dad"? Could you not give a dad that's not around much? Could you not give him a coffee cup for Father's Day that says "Not the greatest dad"?
Not the greatest.
Couldn't we all have that cup though? I mean, come on.
Not the greatest dad. Can you imagine? Here you go, Dad. This is what I got for you. You weren't there. Okay, thanks. All right, you want to talk about last night, or you want to wait a little bit?
Well, I don't care.
We can wait a little bit. Actually, why don't we just wait a pinch, and we'll do the keyword for Avs Ticket Tuesday. And, let's why can the Nuggets not win here in this building this year? It is one of the more confounding. I got a theory. I can run it past you. But, boy, is it frustrating. And these are games against good teams that should be going better than they are. And, hey, we're here to talk about it. And also celebrate Special Olympics here with Kroenke Sports Charity. So excited to be here live from Ball Arena. It's PhD here on 92.5.
Fellas, I'm going to spend a few seconds and just talk to you. I don't know if you know that, and if you're in the car, 2 hands on the wheel, don't be shocked. Saturday is Valentine's Day. And if you're like me, you wait. You probably you've done the thing. Oh, it's just a Hallmark holiday. We don't need it. Blah, blah, blah. I got you. And then what do? You end up running to the grocery store on Friday night or Saturday morning, pick up some overpriced flowers and something else, and hope you've done well. I tell you what, take the hassle out of what to get your partner for this Valentine's Day and get to Beau Visage. They got tons of different gift certificates that you can get for different days of relaxation and massages and everything else. Your special lady is something special. So do something for her. At Beau Visage Skincare and Spa, it's real easy to do. The place is fantastic. I've been going there and talking about Beau Visage, 25, 30 years, maybe something like that. I've been going there since the 90s. This place is absolutely fabulous, and you will not go wrong. In fact, you're probably going to be appreciated more than you realize. You can give them a call, 303-779-5002. That's 303-779-5002. Tell them Scott sent you, or get online, because they got this thing called the internet, and it's always open. bvspa.com. That's bvspa.com. Valentine's Day, send your special lady a truly unique gift, and that's Beau Visage Skincare and Spa.
I don't know. I mean, I think we lost a couple of close ones at home. Seems like I don't want to say that we have energy. Everything was good, especially tonight. I think we played a really good game, but if we couldn't win a game, I don't know. I don't know what's the answer.
That's the Joker trying to explain what their struggles are at home. We'll get to that here in a second. Your 1220 keyword for Avs Ticket Tuesday is feral. F-E-R-A-L. Feral.
Text, as in a cat or dog?
I would assume so.
Not as in Will.
That is correct. That is not how Will... God, I guess that is how he says his name, though. Feral, right?
Yeah, it's pronounced the same way.
Feral. I don't know how else to say
that. That does sound weird all of a sudden.
I know. Now you got me in my head.
Feral.
F-E-R-A-L.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott. First and last name to 303-504-0925 to be entered for tickets to see the Avs in the Wild when they get back to action eventually, February 26th. The Papa Murphy's Heart Baker Pizza is ready for Valentine's Day. Crust baked like a heart, savory pepperoni and melted cheese ready to bake in your oven. There you go. Order online at papamurphys.com. Keyword again is feral, F-E-R-A-L. Good luck. We'll announce our winner at 2:55. Yeah, Joker started kind of explaining things, and then Scott, he kind of ran out of steam a little bit, and nobody's able to really explain what's going on. All of a sudden, you're 2-4 with Joker coming back. You're 5-10 this season in clutch situations. Scores tied, close 5 minutes ago. I mean, this just used to be the candy shop for the Nuggets where they feasted, man. Like that time, that clutch time. And it has not been here for that team. And for whatever reason, it's been more problematic at home. Got any solutions to this one, Scott? Got any root causes? Anything? Because Joker doesn't really know.
This is all unofficial, but I went back and looked at this, and before we get into the home thing, and I can't remember if it was 13-10 or 14-10 in games decided by 2 shots and 2 scores or less.
Okay.
You know, Huey Brown told me this about 1 million years ago. He said, look at close games, and back then it was decided by 5 points. Now with the predominance of the 3-point line, I push it to 6 points, right?
Yeah.
And including, and that's not even including the New York game you lost when it was 108 at the end of regulation. So that turned into a 7-point game, so that didn't even go on the record.
Oh, wow.
But you're like 13-10 in games decided by 2 scores. And good teams win close games. They haven't done that. Now, some of that is you got to put on they've been unhealthy. They haven't had their full squad. That's some of that. Some of the home stuff, and I told you, they won, 4 in a row, and then went on a road trip, like a 4 or 5 game road trip, came back for a day and played, then went back out on the road for 3, and they lost 4 straight games that were just one-off games. 2 of those were back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That's almost the NBA in its scheduled loss system, right? We're gonna put you on the road for a week, and no, by the way, your last game's a back-to-back in Charlotte, in Denver, something like that, right? Or in New Orleans, in Denver.
Is any of that really any different than it's been in years past, though?
Yeah, the last 2 years it's been different. But now I'll say this: it ain't just Denver, because I talked to every single broadcasting crew in the league, and they're all like that. They're all just, man, this is unbelievable. This is wearing people out. Room 535. How you doing? Good to see you.
Room 535?
Because she always sits in a room, and it doesn't have her nameplate. It just says,
my God.
Like room 535.
I thought you were referring. Okay.
No. So I call her room 535.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Steve doesn't let her out very often, so I call it that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know you had legs. It's good seeing you walk around and everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wigwam? Are you out of Wigwam? You got a place out of Wigwam? Yeah, my dad's out there.
Yeah, we're on the air. This is all
yeah.
scintillating radio right now. This is what you paid for.
When you talk to the boss,
this is how you become the #1 midday show.
That's it right there.
Right here.
Yeah. The ratings are good.
The ratings
are good.
So wait, what you said something about squirrel hunt? Are you doing 22?
Scott's talking
22s
to one of our big bosses, Steve Smith. By the way,
are you doing
I'll
pellet
do
guns
some
or 22s?
Okay, now they're talking shooting.
Squirrel hunt.
Hunting squirrels.
Have you never eaten squirrel?
I've never eaten squirrel. I've never done that.
You've eaten squirrel, haven't you, Steve?
I have popped a squirrel.
All right, now Steve is talking that we can't hear him. Scott is now interviewing somebody that we can't hear about squirrel hunting.
So for the love of God, I mean, Scott, he's going to fire us if you keep this up, buddy.
No, he's not. Our ratings are killing. We're good for a little bit.
We'll see.
So I used to always go to my uncle's house, lived out in a small town near Pittsburgh, and we'd, like the week before Thanksgiving, he'd always have a big feast. All the family would gather, or Christmas somewhere in that time, and he'd always have squirrel.
The key word is
him and
feral.
Xavier Leggett.
Huh?
Him and Xavier Leggett.
Yeah.
What's this got to do with the Nuggets?
Well, because we just talked.
I'll tell you a conversation. I'm actually tracking the man right now.
I
so
lost
we'd
it.
have squirrel about once a year. We'd have squirrel. And then my uncle retired, and he would sit out in his backyard and eat his peanuts. He'd crack peanuts and eat it, and the squirrels would gather around. Well, he started throwing a peanut out to him once in a while.
Pop.
And then he got to the point where the squirrel would come out and take a peanut out of his hand, and the squirrels almost became like a pet to him.
Yeah.
Never hunted squirrel ever again.
Oh.
Never ate squirrel after that. All right. Long story
And that's
short.
why the Nuggets didn't finish last night.
No.
Yeah.
Because they were following the peanuts.
I think they've fallen into bad traps. David Adelman said this a couple games ago, that we got to get more people around. They late in games almost too predictable, and teams have seen this for so many years. I think they're really signing off and trying to stop that two-man game, selling everybody else. If we're going to lose Julian Strother or Christian Brown or Peyton Watson or Bruce Brown or Tim Hardaway, they're going to have to hit the shot. And so Denver's still kind of, I think, they're the rock right now trying to break against the unmovable force. You know what I'm saying? And I think they've gotten a little predictable on that, and I think they'll have to look down. If we have David, I'll ask him about that.
David said after the game last night, he goes, at the end of the year, this is going to be one of the ones you remember. And I agree with him. A lot of games in the season just sort of float by you. That one last night, where they had 2 11-point leads.
Yeah.
That one
could have beaten New York, but that's less forgettable. More forgettable.
There were only 4 lead changes in this game, and it came late, really late, and it's frustrating. And then he said at the end of his press conference, "I won't sleep tonight." And we'll see. We'll ask him how he slept.
It's a memorable way to lose a game, I guess, with a dumb defensive foul like that. But did you guys feel like the game just came to like a stop in the third quarter?
It was a long game.
Like my lord,
the game was most games were like 2 hours, 4 minutes, 10 minutes, like somewhere in there. That was 2:24 last night.
Yeah,
the game dragged on.
They wouldn't stop blowing the dang whistle.
Yeah,
and to me the whole just. The whole game just came to an end, and all the momentum. It was just like a different game after that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that can happen. And you say the officials didn't cost you that game last night at all, but they can change tempo in a game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's something though going on when they're coming home, and I don't know what it is, but I think everything's just a little too easy, little too comfy.
I've said it before here, and I said it 1,000 times on the broadcast, and everybody used to laugh at me. And again, Hubie Brown and Mike Fratello, who we had on a couple weeks ago, told me this years ago that the hardest game on a road trip is your first game home after a long road trip. And Denver's had a number of, and I would call a long road trip anytime you're out there over a week. They just came off a week road trip again. And they have struggled in those games coming off those long road trips. But, yeah, I'm really not worried. Here's where, you know what I'm more worried about? Because I'm really not worried. I talked with Andy this morning. Not worried because I think we all believe if they get fully healthy, then I still – Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
If they get fully healthy, I think they're going to be fine. There's no guarantee they're ever going to be fully healthy.
No.
And again, they had 4 of their 5 starters last night, okay? And Hardaway Jr. is a contender for 6th Man of the Year. And he was here last night. And I get it. You miss AG, and you miss Peyton, and I get it, Christian's not 100%. I understand all of that. But you certainly have enough firepower, Scott, or you should, if you got a lead with less than a minute to go, to finish off whoever you're playing at home.
Right.
Okay? We're not like seeing the Nuggets get blown out here. They're losing all these close games.
Yeah.
Against and they're good teams. Cleveland's a good team. Detroit's definitely a good team, obviously.
I think Denver.
But it's you got the lead
Yeah.
and you're winning at home.
Yeah. But here's another thing that happens too. This is not to pick anybody. I was texting with you yesterday. I always call it the Dante Bichette. 2-1, you're down, runner on first. 1 out, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Dante Bichette comes up, down, throwing the game, need a big hit.
We got 2 outs?
2 outs.
We're looking for a double to score that run.
Yeah, he's going to strike out.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Same scenario comes in the bottom of the 8th, and it's an 8-2 game.
Yeah.
Runner on first 2 outs, he's jacking one.
Are you saying the Nuggets are gripping the bat a little too tight?
I think, but you're
that's what you're saying.
You're bringing people in to positions that they have never been in before. And I'll ask David about it, where now you think maybe that's what they got to get to this year. They got to get to Strother having to take a big shot, or Tim Hardaway late taking a big shot, or somebody other than – Murray had a monster turnover late. What did they do? They just jumped and doubled him. They haven't been doing it all game, turnover. That was when you had a 7-point lead. That's a big play. Joker, with a 1-point lead, tried to get that foul. Well, guess what? They didn't give him that foul on that play right there when he came inside. Turnover again. They go down. Now they take a lead. So I don't know, man. I'm really not worried, except I do hold on to this. If you're hoping for help, there's no guarantee, and that's what's scary.
Do you think they'll add a player in the buyout market? There's like several that have been considered or bandied about.
I thought 100% for sure they would. And
now you're having some doubts?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of negotiations going.
Okay.
And, why hadn't Spencer Jones signed? That'd been another nice.
He's not?
No.
Okay, really?
He was in street clothes yesterday.
Oh, well, he's still got a concussion. He's well, I don't know, bro. That's what the injury report said. Yeah. All right.
That's probably right.
Okay. I don't know. So you think there's some money stuff going on?
I think they got to figure it out. They're trying to stay out of the second apron.
I thought that was supposed to be eased up in a clear path because we had the 2 spots.
I thought so too.
Yeah, but you got first apron and second apron. This is math beyond my math. I don't understand. Maybe if we get Tenzer, one of those guys over there,
he's here.
Explain some of that first tier, second tier salary cap, because I'm clueless when it comes to that.
All right. Well, we are here.
Would Spencer Jones help you last night?
Yeah, of course.
Late defensively?
Yes, he would have. And Christian Braun, fully healthy, defensively would be better. I know he scored well, but that's we got a lot of guys who can score well.
And here's another thing. Here goes back my Dante Bichette rule on the other side. Go back and watch the fourth quarter. You had Hardaway hit the big shot. That was a big shot. Star making lots of money. Guess what he's supposed to do? Supposed to hit big shots. Okay, and he did. You got Donovan Mitchell makes the drive, gets fouled. Big money guy, hits both free throws, puts them up 2. Guess what? That's what he's supposed to do. But go look in the fourth quarter when Tyson and Merrill, I think between the 2 of them, hit either 4 or 5 threes in the middle of that place when you had a little bit of a run, up 11, down 8. Up 9, down, or up 9, up 6.
Yeah.
They hit these threes that always kept them in touch. Others. Denver had shots. They had 2 or 3 shots, wide open threes that would have taken it from 3 to 6. And I've been saying this for a while. You got to make the open shots. I know it's not a 100% thing, but at this level and the way guys shoot it nowadays, when you get a wide open 3, you got to make a lot higher percentage than probably what the NBA average is.
You probably don't know, so it's an unfair question. But what is the percentage of
corner threes is over 50%.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Kyle Speller.
Wide open.
That's what we're missing. Now we can start the show.
Wide open corner threes, I think, are at like 52%.
Rod Mackey in the house.
God dang, we got
Man,
4,
I'll tell
7.
You what. I'll tell you what.
More impressed with
They're rolling
7 right
in.
now.
You're more friends with 7. All right, the keyword is feral. F-E-R-A-L.
Like this show in this segment.
F-E-R-A-L. Best of luck. By the way, update for you. 1-0 USA over Team Canada in women's hockey.
America.
Come on, Dan. Dan, we
Michael
have.
Schofield did just send me a photo live from the Olympics.
Oh, get out of here! Very nice.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, time to call in and give us an update in intermission.
I'll see if you will.
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be incredible. That would be great.
And if they win, we got to do that. What was that one?
He's looking skinny, by the way.
Let me see.
Oh, he is. What was that one movie with?
Oh man!
With
wow.
with the puppets.
Katie Wingy in the house.
Katie.
What
was that message or that movie with the puppets?
What?
Master of the Puppets is a song.
No,
by
it was like a
Metallica.
puppet. It was America.
Oh,
Yeah.
Team America.
Team America.
Team America.
Yeah, if they win, maybe Dan's got to come up
Team
with
America. Well, I mean, we can, blame Canada. We can throw blame Canada on there too, Dan. So, all right. So, yeah, maybe Schofield between periods from Italy would be amazing. USA up 1-0, and we are live at Pepsi Center. You might have heard Pepsi Center. Wow, sorry. Ball Arena. Oh, my God. What is wrong with me? The cheering in the background is from the parents and VIPs of the Special Olympians as they've signed one-day contracts, and now they're coming out to be introduced, and they're going to go through drills, and the Nuggets players will be here, and hopefully we'll definitely have David Adelman. I was told Valanciunas is hopefully a guy that we're going to have, and maybe Tim Hardaway Jr. as well. We'll see.
How about Brandy? She's a fine girl.
What a good wife she would be.
Yeah.
What about Brandy?
But alas, my love of a lady is to see.
Yeah. Okay. I know the song. Okay, when we come back.
Group.
Brandy. It's by, I want to say, it's not April Wine. Is it April Wine? No, Brandy. She's a fine girl. Gosh darn it. Looking Glass.
Looking
Boom!
Glass.
Boom! Boom!
Nailed it. Tyler?
Hey, somewhere Mark Stone's giving me a high five right on that one. Looking Glass. I think that's a Canadian band, by the way.
Oh.
I'm just making stuff up. Okay, when we come back, there was another incident in the NBA that was actually kind of great. And we'll give you details about how we would modify basketball and the possibilities that exist based on the last night. And my second favorite team in the NBA behind the Nuggets. I definitely know who it is.
You like Charlotte. I'm taking Detroit.
Okay. All right. We'll dig into it coming up next. Dan's playing this for you.
Well,
Story songs. 70s were story songs.
Story songs.
We got a lot of stories going on.
Songwriters.
You know this, Tyler, don't you?
Uh-huh.
You know what?
The sailors say, Brandy, you're
I don't hate it.
Such a fine
what
girl.
a good wife you would be.
Such a fine girl.
Alas, the love.
Is this yacht rock?
Oh, this is
This
big
would
time
be on Yacht Rock right
oh,
now.
this is huge yacht rock. No doubt about it.
My 7th grade year in junior high, and our junior high was 7, 8, 9. We didn't have middle school. We had 7, 8, 9. My grandmother was a 9th grade English teacher, and she lived across the street from me. So I would go to school in 7th grade with her. And teachers back then used to go real early. And so I would go in her room, and she had a 45 record player and 2 albums, or two 45s. This was one of them.
There you go.
So every morning I'm listening to Brandy, You're a Fine Girl before school.
All right. Hey, the Nuggets have 2 games left before the All-Star break.
2.
The Nuggets have 1 game left. You know what? That shouldn't even be on here. I am having a Anchorman moment right here. You know what? Never mind. Tomorrow night.
San Diego.
San Diego.
Wales? Never mind.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, whenever we play basketball and you hear it on the radio, it's brought to you by Ramos Law. Tomorrow night, got Memphis. Hopefully you can straighten that out. We're here at Ball Arena. We're looking forward to talking to the players. Here come the players right now. They're about to come out. They're right behind you, Scott, if you want to take a turn. There they are.
Yep.
There's Jamal Murray and Cam Johnson, Nikola Jokic.
And we got security here worried about the kids. Hey, Jamal, watch out for all them kids. Watch out for them kids. Make sure Brandon takes care of you.
They're feral.
They're feral. The king of podcasts.
King of podcast. Cam Johnson does a great job.
Brucey B.
Bruce Brown, the Patriots. Another time.
Rocky.
Another time. Rocky, yes. Julian Strouthler, Nicola, AG. All looking good. And we're here for the Special Olympics event, and the players are incredibly nice to give their time. And the kids, what a thrill for them to come out here. Nicola, good to see you, my man. And
he shines at this event, though.
He's great with the kids.
Yeah,
No doubt about
he
it.
absolutely shines at this event.
Yep.
Well, all of them do, really.
Yeah, there they are. Coach will join us a little bit later, but there he is. Good to see you, Coach. There you go. We'll get you later. And they're all about to come out. So that's great. So all the stars are here, my man. You know what I'm saying?
I got to get some of those Uggs that AG's rocking right now.
Oh, those are sweet.
Those are pretty sweet. I'm actually being dead serious about that. I want those. Those are some moon boots, but I think I need them.
Yeah, we're right here, man. We're in the waiting area.
JJ
Beret would kill anybody one-on-one.
How many times did he like stick daggers in Nuggets' hearts during his career?
A lot.
Right.
The greatest beard of all time is now walking past us.
Hey,
the biggest handshake.
I want you to meet Tyler. You got to meet Tyler.
How you doing, bud?
You got to stand up, Tyler.
I got to stand up.
Give him a real handshake.
Yeah. No, listen. I used to have a beard that was good, but you're making me feel like I got to get that sucker back. It never was that good. I never had that good of a beard, but. No, I can tell you got some oil in it. You got good shape on it. Yeah, I'm going to break my back in honor of you. It'll take me about a year to get there.
All right, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have
you and I talk
back
beards
here.
all the time, Tyler.
Yeah.
So you got to.
That's how you warm up to a fellow beard guy, you know.
Look how many people have beards on the squad. We call ourselves the Beardos.
The Beardos.
The Beardos.
Yeah.
Beardos.
So you now just became because you now. By the way, big hand.
Big hand, real big hand. But now that I've got this like clean cut beard, I'm feeling like, gosh, I'm like, what a yuppie I look like.
I know.
Gosh.
Hey, do you wear sweaters tied around your waist?
Pretty much. Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. What's going on? Good to see you. It's good to see all these guys, man. The Nuggets are awesome, man.
P. Watt.
It's going to get better soon. We know it. We need him. He'll be all right. Got to get healthy before the playoffs, right?
No, by the way.
Everybody's here. Yeah. Love it. It's awesome.
Seriously, when you shook his hands, that's a big
That's
hand.
a big paw. Yeah, that's a big paw. The first time I shook his hand that I got that feeling. Dave Logan. That
Dave's got big hands.
He's got some paws.
I'm not sure his not bigger though.
They might be. Yeah.
He had a little sweaty palms today though.
Yeah.
Tyler stands up and he's like, "Whoa."
Taller than I thought.
Well, yeah, because most people can't really look at these guys eye to eye like you guys can. I mean, you guys are in. Although it must be weird for you to actually run into guys that are taller than
Scott
you.
is literally the only human being in my life that is actually taller than me.
Right.
The only human being in my life. I've got a brother-in-law that claims he's taller than me. Not
Jeff,
really. Not really. Scott is actually taller. When I talk to him and my eyes go up, I'm like, wow, this is how the whole world talks to me. Yeah.
And then there's J.J. Barea, who's like my height. Well, ish.
Andrew Munson, one of the coaches, he helped us start the Beardos.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All
hey,
right.
Muntz, didn't you help start the Beardos? Was I the founder? But you were like one of the first members. Travis is in it now. We're trying to get.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring mine back.
He just kissed up to Val in his beard. So
yeah, I'm pretty ashamed right now. Like I'm clean cut.
You don't look clean cut today. You look almost like
you got a little scraggle.
Well, I got the neck beard. I got to shave that up. As soon as I shave the neck beard, he looks clean.
It's the growth of Jonas, and it's the
fullness out.
Yes.
Fullness.
He definitely spends time with that.
Oh, gosh.
That just doesn't look like that on its own.
Yeah.
No.
There's
That
no
thing's
way.
shaped. Yeah, that's shaped.
Yeah.
He's got a guy. He's got a guy that
All
shapes
right.
that.
So more impressive in person.
Oh yeah. It's everything I wanted it to be.
Hey, are you gonna get you a Valanciunas jersey now?
I think I might. That's a good point. I don't buy jerseys, but I would buy his.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your take on Vic Lombardi's hair dye?
Oh, it looked horrible.
Are you familiar with it?
Well, I saw it at the end of the game. It was funny because I was watching it, and I was turning the game off the second they went to Vic. And I caught it for like a half a second. And I go, oh, he got a fresh dye job.
Dude, I get my little meal, and I go up and sit in my little seat and have my dinner up there because I'm sitting down, and I got my little dinner, and I look up at the Jumbotron, and I let out a little gasp. I was like, whoa! Because the first time I saw it was on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, that's
and I'm
massive.
like, wow!
Yeah.
The one thing I respect about Vic, though, is he never hides from his cosmetics.
No.
A lot of guys will try to hide from it. Nathan McKinnon, EJ. He'll hide from it. But Vic, he'll just say, "Yeah, I got a dye job." It is what it is.
Well, he talked all morning about it, but I thought he was goofing. I didn't think he's trying to be Vicky Martin, like Ricky Martin, because at the Super Bowl halftime show, Ricky Martin looked like he was 20. Yeah, I mean, he looked way younger than he is.
That and as much junk as Vic talks, his wife told him to do it because he looks better.
But he's got to have that taken care of every 3 weeks, or it just goes back to gray.
He looks like old guy TV hair dye.
Dude.
Dye job. It looks like, I know so many old TV guys, and then they get this jet black hair, and I'm like, dude, you're 71.
Well, it's not jet black, though. He could have gone worse.
It's pretty dark,
close.
It's
light brown.
It's jet brown.
Yeah, there's no look. Put it this way: there's no just for men in that. There's no gray strand popping.
So when you saw him in person yesterday, what'd you say?
He goes, "What do you think?" And I go, "Oh God, it was terrible."
Okay, so you have no consideration for you.
Well, it's funny.
Undo your Colonel Sanders.
I told Marlo we were talking about, and Katie too, that the first home game after All-Star break, we all come in with jet black wigs on. I just Vic Marlowe with Vic Hastings and Victoria.
Oh my God, that would be hysterical.
Yeah, would that be funny?
That'd be great.
No, I think it looks funny on him.
Hey, I'm going to time this conversation the right way. Did you guys catch Kansas beating undefeated Arizona?
Oh yeah,
Did
how about that?
Anybody see Kansas winning?
Hey, did you talk to AG about that?
Yeah, we got a little Kansas Arizona thing here.
Yeah.
It's Christian Braun. All right, we'll take a quick break. That was a little distracting having the entire team roll past us. I didn't even get into the
we got acknowledged.
NBA fight. I mean, what else are we going to do?
Yeah.
We'll have a couple of guys stop by after they're done with the Special Olympics athletes out here.
David Adelman did look tired.
He said he wasn't going to sleep.
He didn't look like he had a whole lot anyway.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be joined by David Adelman, some of the players. We're here at Ball Arena for the Kroenke charity event for the Special Olympics, which is an awesome cause. It's PhD here on 92.5. Hey, it's DMac for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction, ED can take a serious toll on stealing enjoyment, weakening intimacy, all sorts of things that you just don't need in your life. So, guys, we all understand how important relationships are and what you need to get going. So if you remember the first time you failed to perform, you may have sloughed it off. But if it's happened more than once and it's just been a repeated thing in your life, the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinics, their treatments work where the pills or herbals fail. They're fantastic. They've got treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. They've served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, successfully treating tens of thousands of men. So if this is impacting you, schedule a consult with the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. That initial visit's only $99. You get a consult with the Colorado licensed medical provider, a T and a PSA test. If advised, a test dose. If the test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They've got an expert staff like a lot of men. You could be having sex the day after your appointment. 5 locations to serve you in Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call them today, 720-440-7900. Visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. All right, we're just getting ourselves set up here. Yeah, you need some help there?
Yeah, I got to hear you a little bit. There you go. Which one is that?
Up, down.
Hello. That's good right there. Yeah.
All right.
Now he's off.
Check. There. I'm back.
Right.
Yep.
We're just getting set up because.
Got you a little hot, buddy.
I worked out.
You're looking good.
I don't hear myself, though. That's my only problem.
We're going to get there. Don't you worry about it.
Well, DMac changed everything up.
Oh, that's me. Now I'm real hot.
Yeah, we had everything going, and now all of a sudden.
Okay, DMac.
Still don't hear my. Oh, there you go. That's all I need right there.
No. You might want to dial that one down.
Yeah, but I just want to hear myself.
Oh, boy, are we jacked up.
Well, were we not fine for an hour and a half, and then you ought to go sit over there. You can walk right here.
Okay.
You can walk right here.
All right. Well, why don't you switch back?
Listen, quit being a director.
We're just getting David Adelman here. We'll have some other players here, so that'll happen all here in a second. So there you go. David Adelman.
So talk about the fight. You mentioned.
You want to get into that real quick?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I did too. Charlotte is Detroit. I love Charlotte. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know what they're going to do. I love everything about them, man. And it was fun to, one of the great things about coming to these games, of course, at Ball Arena, you see everybody at some point. But seeing some of the Eastern teams that you really are not that familiar with has been a blast. Charlotte, to me, has been the most fun team that I've seen come through here so far. And look at who their team is. And look how they play basketball. And now you got chaos and aggression and fights and everything. It's
tell
amazing.
You this. That was one of the more legit sport fights I've seen in a while. Now, people were actually throwing, but I'm not sure anybody actually connected.
No, I agree with that.
But I will tell you this. Most of the time, you don't even see them actually throw. They threw some fists.
Yeah, there's a couple.
They just didn't connect.
That one guy, I thought he was wearing number 6 for Charlotte. He's throwing, and he's big dogging everybody. Finally pushed or shoved one guy. And that's when Isaiah Stewart, who's kind of legit BA in the league, he's probably going to be suspended, fined $40,000 because
he's probably going to be suspended.
But he fights everybody.
How long is he going to be suspended?
But if you go watch in that fight, that number, I think he's 6 or 0, takes a swing at a guy, and Isaiah Stewart, who wasn't in the game.
0. Oh, wait.
Was it 0?
You talking about the Charlotte dude?
Or the Charlotte dude.
Yeah, okay.
And takes a swing, and Isaiah Stewart comes off that bench. And you can tell what that guy, he sees it's Isaiah. I'm not picking on some other guard or somebody else, whatever. Now I got a real BA chasing me. This guy is backing up, man. He couldn't backpedal up any faster. And I'm like, so you've been selling wool cookies for the last 3 or 4 minutes in this fight, and now a fighter wants to come get you, and you're backing out?
He didn't sign up for that one.
Yeah, he didn't sign up for that one, did he?
How many guys should be allowed to come off the bench and it's okay?
Well, the answer to the NBA is 0.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, at this point, if 1 or 2 guys comes off, the whole bench might have
Well, if one guy has circled everybody and escaped everybody, and now comes over and blasts a teammate, I mean, are you saying, Isaiah, just sit there and let your teammate get blasted from behind?
I mean, listen.
Now, see, here's my question, though. We all love our teammates, right? We all want to have our teammates' backs. But how much do you love your teammate when it comes to a $100,000 fine, a $200,000 fine? Do you love them enough for a $200,000 fine?
Well, listen, I got fined $14,870 coming off the bench.
63 cents.
I don't. It was just $14,870. I had the letter framed at one time. I lost half of that one too. And I came off the bench to protect Lambier, who's a teammate. I wouldn't call him a best friend because Lambier is Lambier. But if we're going to win a championship, I don't need him to have dotted I's and a broken orbital bone, so I jumped in the fray. So I get fined. Game check and fine was $14,870. His was over 50.
Wow.
Or at 50, right at 50,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Funny, that summer, the Pistons had a basketball camp. Bill came and spoke one day, and his payment for speaking was
about $50,000.
$50,000. Scott didn't get any break.
All right, with that, we're going to welcome David Adelman on with us. David Adelman joins us thanks to the Johnson Auto Plaza. Experience the power of the plaza at Johnson Auto Plaza. And we get the coach situated and sit in there. Coach, hey, how'd you sleep last night?
Not well. That was a tough one. Probably, honestly, the toughest one of the season. I just had complete control of the game. And just,
you promised us you weren't going to sleep. Was that, I'm being realistic, did you really not sleep?
I mean, at some point I did fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
like 3 hours instead of 8 hours.
Right. It's just in rewatching the game last night was tough. We just made so many mistakes on both sides of the ball the last 4 minutes. Put ourselves in a tough spot. So I told the guys after the game, we've also had games this year where you can't believe you came out and you won the game. So the NBA, it's always fair both ways. With an 82-game schedule, you're going to have games where the end of the year you're not going to forget them just because you just had total control and just lost it, at the very 0.9 to go. They finally took the lead in the fourth quarter. So we'll bounce back. But, myself and the players, just a tough night overall.
It's almost good that you're having this event today because now all of a sudden, hey, by the way, there's a real world out here.
Yeah, this is the event every year for us. I really mean it. There's a lot of cool events, corporate events, all those things. But just to see these kids smile, and have a good time for an hour, it's deserved. And I think it humanizes a little bit our players who are in the spotlight all the time. I don't know. You come here and you humble yourself a little bit. The challenges of the world and what people are going through. This really reminds you of that, and to get out of your own headspace a little bit of a sport. This is I really mean it. It is the event of the year for the guys.
That's cool. It's a good deal for them, man. You see the kids out there, they just being up close and personal. It's great for everyone. I'm sure it's great for your players as well.
Yeah.
I know you said after the game that it's not an excuse, but the minutes, it's challenging, right?
Yeah.
You got to be a mathematician to be figuring it out. As you're coaching, how much are you thinking about this in the middle of the game, or somebody talking to you, telling you, hey, it's time?
Yeah, I know I had multiple coaches that deal with it, but a great example last night at the start of the fourth quarter, we go on a run, and I didn't want to take Nicole out because we're on a run.
Yeah.
But because I wait 2 more minutes, I can't get him back in until the 3-minute timeout.
Yeah.
So even though they're on a run from the 5:40 mark to the 3-minute mark, I can't control that, because you're trying to stay at this baseline that we had talked about. So that part's challenging, but that has nothing to do with turning the ball over the last 3 minutes, letting Harden shoot a 3 when we're up 3, the mistakes we made. But, yeah, it's challenging, but it's necessary because with all the injuries we've had, I don't want to see more of them. So we're doing the best we can with it. But, yeah, it messes with the rhythm of the team. But that's part of the NBA.
I said this, I want to see if you agree, and this is, I guess, schematics or team basketball. Mitchell makes a great play, gets the foul, makes the 2 free throws. That's what star players do.
Yeah.
Harden hits a tough 3, is well contested, but you kind of like to drive him out the 3-point line, he said. But well paid, big star. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But I thought during the fourth quarter, it was Tyson and Merrill.
Yeah.
And I'm probably not fair, but I said, really, the only way they hurt you is from the 3-point line. And they're not driving the ball, dunking on anybody or anything like that. But I thought it was those 2 guys, which I think hit between them 4 or 5 threes in the fourth, where you'd get up 11, they'd make it to 8. You get up 9, now it's back down to 6. 7, now it's down to 4. Those threes in that middle chunk, I thought kept Cleveland in the game and allows the Stars to make the play. Would you agree that was almost, to me, the biggest part of losing that game in that fourth quarter?
Absolutely. Not to mention, up 10-11 and the offensive rebounds that led to those threes.
Oh, yeah.
If you clear a rebound, you control the possession game. And if you're up 10 at home and the clock, starts to dwindle, you're going to win that game. And I thought we also, we were up 10, and Julian had 2 really good looks in the corner. Cam had a good look. If you make one of those, the avalanche begins, and we just didn't do it. And to their credit, the role players, to your point, they made huge shots.
Monster.
Jalen Tyson's a really good player. I talk about this, but the anatomy of each kind of game, that was the anatomy of just losing a game at home in the fourth quarter where everything had to go a certain way, including the controllables that we didn't control. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Give the guys, a mental day today, but things we have to clean up, and we'll watch the tape and get better.
I was going to ask you that. Here we are way less than 24 hours afterwards. Where's your head at right now? Are you thinking about that, or are you already moving ahead to Memphis?
Both.
At the same time?
Yeah, I mean,
all right, that's why you're not sleeping.
Yeah, I'm saying I think Memphis is kind of like the Chicago game. I mean, they're kind of a new team with the trade. So we'll get to them. But I think before we move on to them tomorrow, we'll take a quick look at ourselves, clean some things up, things we can talk about, and then we'll move on to them. But I do think in a basketball game, sometimes you can't call timeout every minute. And so some of the things you talk about, there's a responsibility to the flow of the game. So you have to address them. So even with a veteran team like us, there's ways to get better, to close the game out more properly. And to Scott's point, I mean, if you don't close it out properly, guys that get paid a lot of money can beat you. And those two guys are big-time all-star players. One of them's an MVP in the past, I know, but he's been doing this forever. So when you give a guy a chance like that, it's on you. It was our fault.
Trade deadline's behind us, and I know that you got an open spot. Did you get Spencer Jones done?
That's still in the process. His representation's talking to our front office. Both sides are trying to do what's right. One for the team, and Spence has to look out for himself. So that'll be a process. I'm trying to stay up to date with it. But obviously Spencer's a really important part of our team. Could have used him last night, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. Sports is a business at some point.
Working it.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm hoping it gets done, by the game time tomorrow. If not, we'll go through the All-Star break, and we'll do our best to do something that's fair for both sides.
Well, you ever watch North Dallas 40?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that line when Matuzak goes, when we want to call it a game, you call it a business, and every time you want to call it a game, we're trying to call it a business.
Right.
But I thought no truer line ever when it comes to pro sports.
Well, Tyler, you're talking about one open spot, though, right?
Well, technically that's two then, right?
Well, they're trying to get Spencer done.
Yeah,
obviously.
Assuming. Well, I know the buyout market's still available. I don't know how much you're involved in that on a day-to-day basis, but as the All-Star break gets upon us, that's something that you are staying involved in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is the buyout market isn't a market unless somebody gets bought out. And so, it's almost like you're kind of presupposing that, hey, this veteran player might get bought out, but you have no idea if that veteran player showed up in a city and said, you know what, I kind of like it here. Like, I can see this working next year. And so you're just kind of waiting and seeing. And if the opportunity, presents itself, you have that conversation, can this person really help us? But until that point, who you have is your team. But I think it'd be stupid not to look at some of these guys if they do get bought out and what they could bring to a playoff run or whatever it may be, just because of the experience part of it. But what our guys have done this year has been incredible. So I can't say that another person would come in and do what the guys have done. So it's a delicate balance of what do you need and what do you have.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see how this. I think the All-Star break will probably bring a lot of news about guys wanting to stay or go, and then that market will completely explode and open up.
You've been with this team and doing this your whole life. But what have you learned as the head coach now here at the All-Star break that you didn't know at the beginning of the season?
I would say just the overall, the media stuff you got to do. That's been the biggest thing for me. It's just the time of the day that you have to do that, and it's been fine. But just the messaging, you're messaging to your team in a private room, and then you're messaging to your team into the world. And so it's important that the messaging stays the same, because honesty with these players is what really carries you through the season. So if they're reading one thing I said and then hearing me say something different in the locker room, that's a problem.
Gotcha.
So that's a learning experience for me as I go. The basketball part of it's the basketball part of it. It's the preparation hasn't changed. I think it's just voicing more of the preparation on both sides of the ball as opposed to just one.
You and I have talked a couple times. We had to do this one-on-one, and I always bring back your high school coaching days. And I love high school coaching because that's really teaching.
Yeah.
But the younger and younger and younger this league seems to get, instead of just being Chuck Daly or Pat Riley or even your father late in his career where you just come in and say, let's assemble, here's how we're going to play.
Yep.
Boom, 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 X, Y, boom, 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 let's go. Teaching is, I think, right now at a higher need in the NBA than maybe it's been in the last 2 decades.
Yeah, and I think it's become paramount for your staff to be teachers too, because they're an extension of you. And our player development staff can't just be guys that relate to the players. That's not enough anymore. They have to
catch a rebound, throw it out.
No, and also I think with the amount of times we don't practice, like today, we had a development day, which is a lot of player development. That player development has become, a very exact thing where you're teaching system, fundamental defensive principles, offensive principles, and it's an extension of me. And so the guys I bring in, again, it can't just be people you like and you know. It's got to be coaches and guys that you could see being able to coach their own team, maybe at a lower level, to your point. And it's so important. And you can see the improvement in our players this year. So I give our staff a lot of credit. If we would have won the OKC game and coached the All-Star game, that would have been such a great example of not me, our staff, and what they accomplished this year and keeping guys confident. Like what Julian's doing this past week. Well, Julian was out of the rotation a month ago, and now he gets his opportunity. And why does he stay ready? Well, I get some of that credit. It's the staff and the way that they talk to these guys every day. It's paramount to get through a season. So I agree with you. You know what's funny is I feel like college has become older and more professional,
right?
And the NBA has gotten younger and younger and younger, and it's a weird time for American basketball.
Are you slightly disappointed you're not going to the All-Star game? I mean,
yeah, I really mean this. I just thought it'd be an honor for the staff. I really do, and for the organization, the support staff, because when you travel like we do, you know, it's not just the coaches. It's PR. It's the medical guys. It's these players see so many people every day, and it's very easy to get tired of it. And I think the whole group has really stayed consistent with their attitude, and it led to a lot of, honestly, crazy wins. And that's why last night I had to remind myself that last night was a really bad loss. Some of the wins we've had this year to get to our win total have been stuff you'll never forget from our, the back end of our bench and all those kind of things. So, like I said, all is fair in the NBA. Things happen.
Can you take that week and a half and it's a reset? Is that how you're looking at it out of the All-Star break?
Yeah, I think mentally for sure. And then obviously the big minute guys, Jamal needs a break. I know he's going to the All-Star game, but he needs a physical break. I think for everybody, it's different for everybody, just to kind of reassess, take a look at where you're at. When the guys get back, we'll look at the standings, we'll talk about our schedule, the challenges that are ahead, and we'll take that group, and I hope that they'll be, ready to roll again. And they've done that throughout the season. But at the end of before the All-Star break for the whole league, there's a lot going on. The fight yesterday, there's a couple of fights.
How about that?
That was a real fight, too.
We were just talking about that.
It's funny. I was in the coach's locker room. I was the one who happened to be passing through the room when it started. So I started yelling to the other coaches, like, hey, there's a fight. And I said, no, real fight.
No, it's actually a fight.
Yeah, not like pointing at each other, hold me back, hold me back. That was was old school right there.
Hey, but I said this, too. And Isaiah Stewart, I think, is one of probably the real tough guys in this league. I mean, he's probably been in 3 or 4 kind of those.
Yeah.
That one guy, I don't know if it was 0 or 6, he's throwing haymakers. He's talking trash to everybody. And then he hit one of the Pistons, like, in the back. And Isaiah Stewart came flying on that bench. And if you go watch that guy, he recognized who that was coming at. He didn't want nothing to do with that guy.
No.
He's backing out.
Yeah, Miles Bridges. Yeah, that was a –
Is that Miles?
That was they had all the old NBA right there. There was just so much happening at once. I'm just glad I didn't go into the crowd. He got really close to getting there. You don't want that. But to the whole point of just the All-Star break is soon, that summed it up right there.
I talked to I don't know if it was Earl Strom, the old referee from way back when. It might have been him or somebody, but I was talking to him. I said, the greatest fight you ever saw, or the strongest guy, I think he said, listen, Lonnie Shelton was the toughest guy I'd ever seen. He played up in Seattle and Cleveland. They started under this basket right here, he and Buck Williams. And these are guys, both, 6'9", 6'10". Buck was a trim, probably 230. Lonnie was probably going, 250, 255. And they're throwing haymakers that started under this basket and ended in the first row of the crowd under the basket. And no one could get in between them. And they're just – and I asked her, he said that it was the 1-2 fight. It was like a boxing match. Everybody's just kind of watching. Nobody could jump in or anything. They started from one end of the court, went 95 feet out of bounds. The other side just bombed with big guys like heavyweights.
Yeah. And, security back then was not –
Oh, God.
You didn't travel with no security.
No. Because I remember Jerome Kersey and Xavier McDaniel fighting one time, and they threw for a while. And the best part was the refs got together and said, double text. And they both stayed in the game. They kept playing. That's true.
My first fight was with Jeff Rulin, and it turned into a pretty big Donnie. I got it on video somewhere. I'll show it to you sometime. Pretty big Donnybrook.
Did you get suspended for hitting Barkley?
Yeah, that was my 14,000.
That was that.
That was
okay.
I got suspended a game. I got Probably because Lambeer, they suspended Lambeer, so they had to suspend me, too.
Okay.
But that my very first fight with Rula, and I hit him harder than I've ever hit a human being in my life. I mean, rocked him. $100.
$100. Well worth it.
$100.
Yeah.
$100 punch.
$100.
All right, Coach. Well, we wish you the best tomorrow.
Thank you.
Right, we're not losing focus on there's a game, an important game tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah, we're at the point where you can honestly start talking about, where everybody stands. I think sometimes it's way too early, but 2 through 7, it's just so it's going to be up and down throughout. Obviously, OKC to their credit is kind of out there, but yeah, now it begins, and it's a race, and you're trying to position yourself as best you can to get in that tournament. And for us, if we can just get in healthy and get to that point and find a rhythm as the season goes on, we will be a tough out.
Hey, a wise man once told me a Greek phrase, might be on a wall, I don't remember it, but it means be where your feet are. Enjoy being with the Special Olympics guys. What's the phrase again?
Ajikodajis, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Be where your feet are. Enjoy these kids
that rolled
out
off
there.
his tongue. You butchered it for like 10 minutes when we first saw it.
Hopefully you watched Fallout, by the way.
I tried it, and
I'm
it's
halfway through season 2. Halfway through.
I just watched finale of season 2. It was absolutely incredible. Really
I'm a little stuck right now.
I got you. It's a little bit out there. I totally.
Do I got to give it a couple of episodes and just power through maybe?
I mean, that's a personal choice, but I would.
Don't be a dweeb and enjoy it.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We'll let you go. We have another keyword for you right now. Thank you, Coach. Our keyword is, what do we got here? Avalanche Untamed. Untamed. Full name to 303-504-0925. You're entered for the Avs Wilds in this Avs Ticket Tuesday. It's Untamed. Are you ready for Valentine's Day? Well, Papa Murphy's Heart Baker Pizza is crust baked with a heart savory pepperoni and melted cheese ready to bake in your oven. Order online at papamurphys.com. This hour's keyword is Untamed. There you go. All right, I just want to, should we take a break here? Or we have anybody coming? Are we good? All right, we'll take a quick break. And there's Spencer Jones right there. Mr. LinkedIn, here he is right there. Hey, he's here, Spencer Jones. Good to see you, Spencer, man. This guy's the man. Interesting. Quick break. Back live from Ball Arena. It's PHC on 92.5.
Hey, if you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, go to the best dealership in Colorado. It's my friends over at Phil Long Ford. Guys, I've been a customer for a long time at Phil Long Ford because I think the relationships matter, and that's why I go back to them every time I need a new vehicle. I bought over 5 cars from these guys. I know them, I love them, I trust them. Guys, they've got whatever you need. It's one-stop shop, and there's over 1,000 cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, electric vehicles, even commercial fleet vehicles on their lot right this minute. So whether you're looking for a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle, the vehicle of your dreams is already at Phil Long Ford, and they've already got the best prices. Let them know that your friend Tyler sent you on over, and check them out online at phillongford.com.
Christian Braun is with us as we're live at Ball Arena. Christian had a funny walk-off line. Somebody asked him last night about Kansas beating Arizona, and Christian was not a surprise. That's what was expected, just like that.
Was the game in Lawrence?
That's typically how it goes in Lawrence. Yeah.
Was it in Lawrence?
Yeah, it was in Lawrence.
Undefeated Arizona, who cares? Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I feel like Arizona's – I guess it's weird that they're in the Big 12, but we got a lot of Arizona guys on the team, I guess. Dan, Zeke, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
That's
right.
Yeah. I knew Zeke and Aaron.
Getting outnumbered, huh?
And then, nobody cared about Dan, but, Dan also went to Arizona. So.
Are you about Dan? You didn't know what job he did? That Dan? That Dan? Okay.
Yeah, that Dan.
All right, CB, you also said something interesting. You said, I haven't had like a lot of adversity in my career, but I'm dealing with it this year. You've had an unbelievable basketball career that we've talked about endlessly. How is the adversity? How are you dealing with it for kind of the first time, really?
Yeah, I think when I said that, I think basketball-wise, it's been pretty smooth sailing for me. I think everything, when I came in the league, obviously my role grew every single year, and obviously the opportunity I was grateful for. But I think that it was different for me, being out. It was different for me not playing well. So all of that mixed together, I didn't like the feeling, and I wanted to get back, and I wanted to play well. I wanted to be a part of the team. And I think that was part of the decision to come back when I did come back. Just wanted to be a part of the team.
But it was too soon now. You look at it now, right?
Yeah, it was definitely too soon. And I think that was easy for everybody to see.
You know what I knew? You had a breakaway and won the games. And let's people forget, you had like a 43-inch vertical or something like that in college, right?
Yeah, we'll call it 43.
Yeah. Anyway, you and your typical run down the lane, boom, planted, went up, and I mean, dude, you didn't get the ball above the rim, and I went, dude, he's got Scott hops right now.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing, especially if you call him Scott hops. That makes it
Seriously, I looked at it and I told Marlon that Bragan said he still ain't right.
No, yeah, and actually a little while after that, it wasn't right, for another couple of weeks, and still sore, but like I said, I can jump, and that's all you can ask for at this point. So I can jump, I can get up and down. I feel really good being back with the guys, and I'm starting to feel better and better. So no more complaints.
One thing that's interesting when you come back from injury, and I know the three of us have done that. He hurt his knee skiing one time.
Oh, no, he wrecked on his bicycle and face planted on the cement one time.
Yeah,
that was cool.
If we want to go on and on about my athletic achievements, we can. I mean, sure, we can go through it.
No, but what I want to get to is when you come back from injury, a lot of times fans just expect us to be robots, right? Mm-hmm. And you come back and they want you to be the same guy mentally. What's that like when you come back early and you're like, ooh, I'm not the same person?
Well, I can feel it right away. I think it's hard to kind of simulate in-game actions. There wasn't many times in my rehab where I sprinted full court and had to take off, like you said, in that Boston game. So I knew I wasn't ready, but I wanted to play well. But I think mentally for me, all the guys were playing well. I wanted to come back and just be a part of it. I didn't want to, try to overstep or try to do anything. I think those guys were playing really well, and I wanted to do it in a win. And so I didn't feel like I was helping the team. I didn't feel like I was helping myself. And it was different, man. Mentally, it sucked. It was hard, but like I said, a little adversity is good for me. It showed me I needed to lock back in on a few things, tighten some things up, and I think by the time the second half of the season, the playoff time gets here, it's going to put me in a better spot than I would have been.
Last time you talked about an explosive ankle. Like, what is that? What does that mean by the explosiveness of my ankle?
Yeah, I mean, being able to sprint 94 feet and take off and jump and then land and do it again. I couldn't do that. And like that transition attempt in Boston was probably the most clear sign. I ran, and it was me and Derek White, and he jumped out of the way, and I tried to jump up, and I didn't go anywhere. So it's the being able to do that, but not only once, but do it again. And then when I land, be able to go guard the best player, and then be able to run back. And it's an injury that I have never had before. I've never had an injury, so I don't know how it feels. I didn't know how long it was going to take. I just wanted to play, and that's all. That's where I was.
And this injury, and we can clarify now because you're here. This wasn't like just an ankle sprain, and this wasn't just like a high ankle sprain. This was something different in your foot, wasn't it?
Well, it was a severe one. Yeah, it was a severe ankle sprain. It's on the inside of my ankle, not the outside. So it's definitely different. I don't think it happens very often, from what I've been told. But like I said, when I'm out there, it's no excuses. You want to produce, and that's kind of where my mindset was. And I wasn't producing on the level that I needed to be when I was out there. So it was definitely not your typical ankle sprain. I know that's what was put out, and it's not my job to clarify, but it's pretty clear.
30 games with an ankle sprain. Go on.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. A guy that's never missed a game in his career, maybe like one or two in the last 7 years. I missed 30 days for a regular ankle sprain. Okay, that's probably not what it was, but it's not my job to clarify. So.
Hey, you had a play last night that, and again, I told these guys, I said, I'm not worried about you guys because I think when you're healthy, you're going to be as good as anybody in the league.
100%.
100% healthy ain't guaranteed, though, and that's the scary part. That's the part you got to talk about. But you had a play where Joker caught you on a break, and boom, you went right back to Joker, boom, boom, boom. I think people forget kind of the play you two guys have had over the last couple of years with each other. You guys read each other so well, it seemed like, and maybe that was a sign, hey, maybe it's coming back a little bit.
Yeah, I think that felt good. Obviously, that play probably stands out, but I think people are quick to forget, and that's okay. That's the reality of sports, and like I said, when I'm on the court, I need to produce and not let people forget. So, obviously, he's walking behind me, so I don't want to compliment him too much, but we've had some success together. Obviously, he helps me out a ton, whether it's on the court or off the court. So I'm just happy to be out there playing with him, playing with the rest of the guys, and I had a good time last night.
What did you know about Joker before you got here, and what have you learned after?
Well, I before I got here, I tweeted out, like there was a tweet that resurfaced on draft night that I thought he was the best center in the NBA before I got here, so I knew how good he was, but I didn't realize his work ethic. I didn't realize how often he's in the gym. I didn't realize who he was as a person and as a dad and as a friend. So he's just a good dude all around, and obviously the things he does on the court's amazing, but it's amazing to see the preparation that takes place to get him to where he is, and it's not something that happened overnight. He really worked and grinded his way up, so he's amazing. He's an amazing person.
I try to tell these guys, when I first realized that it was a game handful of years ago, you're in Dallas, you win a big game in Dallas, he has like 32, 14, and 12, whatever he does. And Marlo and I walk from our seats all the way around, go by, and they got that little makeshift weight room for you. And he's in there doing deadlifts.
Yeah. Every game, after the game.
Well, he's doing deadlifts after just playing 38 minutes. Yep. He's doing deadlifts. I never saw that in the NBA
That's
before.
every night.
Really?
He doesn't miss a night. No, every game. He actually got me on that too when I first got here. So every game, after the game, he goes and lifts, and his lifts is a little harder than ours too. Like you said, he's deadlifting, he's squatting, he's heavy weights. Like after the game, he'll play 40 minutes, he'll have 40, 15, and 12, and then he'll go up to the weight room and lift really hard, come back down, ice on his knees, work on his body. Like he's unreal.
That's always amazed me. I was a football player, and we had all week that we could train and rehab our bodies, and deadlift and squat and all those things. But as a basketball player, I always wondered, like, how the hell do you guys lift? How the hell do you guys have time to even, like, doing curls, like just messing with your shot, whatever, Mm-hmm. It just seems, how do you have time to properly train?
Everybody's kind of got their own routine. You'll see some guys lift more than others. Like Yoke is a guy that lifts all the time. He's every single day. Every day he touches the basketball, he touches the weight room. And days that he's off, he's touching the weight room. So he's really impressive, and obviously he's the guy you look for. Probably does it the most, but try to do as much as possible while staying without trying to mess with your shot. And there's everybody does it a different way. Some people like to lift on game day, some people don't. It's just what you find that works.
Christian Braun is. Go ahead, Scott.
I was going to say, what's your take on Big Val?
Oh, I love him. Same thing with him, man. Good dude, fun to be around, cares about winning. I think that's the biggest thing that stood out to me. A guy that could probably start on a lot of teams in the NBA, comes here, sacrifices a little bit, and all he cares about on the bench is winning and winning his minutes and playing well in his minutes. So he's a guy that really, really cares, and those are the guys you want to be around.
And now you're kind of sporting a beard, so you're part of the Beardo group.
Yeah, what's with the look? I mean, you went from a choir boy look to like a badass. Like, what's the thing?
You need to dress like AG, like the outfit AG wore last night.
I didn't like that.
That needed a beard.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. Fake cowboy. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I'm not the fashion guy either, though.
But talk about Val. Have you ever seen a better beard?
It's high level. Yeah, it's good. No, it's a good one. It's definitely good. It's definitely better than mine. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, it's better than it was a couple years ago.
Oh, no doubt. I've been. It takes time. It takes patience, and we went through some rough patches, some rough phases, but we're in a better spot now.
Now, have you started putting the conditioner or dandruff or the oil on it yet?
I'm not into all that. I like to just wake up, shower, and go.
Anything significant changed since the big?
Oh, how about Vic's new hair dye?
Yeah, see Vic's hair.
He's got gum in his mouth.
Good,
here comes.
Do you notice? Wait, Christian, can you tell he's done something?
He dyed his hair.
You can't tell?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Was I supposed to be able to tell? You look normal to me, Vic.
You can't tell he dyed his hair.
No,
seriously?
I actually don't keep tabs on Vic's hair.
Okay. And with that, we'll let you go. With that, we'll let you go.
Drop the mic, might as well.
Christian Brown, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll take a quick break as we're live from Ball Arena. It's PHT on 92.5.
Hey, guys, listen up. Saturday is Valentine's Day, and usually most men think of candy or flowers, and they usually think about it on Friday night or early Saturday morning. How about you buy her a few hours of rest and relaxation at Beau Visage Skincare and Spa? They specialize in several luxurious pampering services that women love. All you do is give them a call, tell them Scott sent you. They'll appreciate it. Say, hey, listen, I was listening to radio. A guy named Scott Hastings, he's been there before. He's sent people there before. What different services can you offer? Listen, and I guarantee you they'll be able to fit your budget, whatever your budget might be. Give them a call, 303-779-5002, 303-779-5002. You can get on that interweb thing that's always open. Tonight, say you're working today. You can't do it tonight. Get on the internet. Wife's asleep over there. She thinks you forgot Valentine's Day, and you type in bvspa.com. Gets in there, puts you up to the web page. You got all these buttons you can push. Bing, 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 bing. And who knows, you just became a hero for Valentine's Day. Don't forget about it. Don't blow it off. Remember, it's a big day in their lives, so make it a big day for them. It's Beau Visage Skincare and Spa, and make sure you tell them Scott sent you.
Vic, yes. What are we doing? No, we're on. Are you helping? I can't hear. You want to jump on here for a second, Vic? We were talking about your hair, so you might as well.
He was going to hop on and tell you something. He can't stay on there, though.
No, I was going to say something I can't say until I'm up. But
okay.
you guys talked about last night's game, right?
Yeah, of
course.
Yeah.
Did you guys ask Coach Adelman about what's going on at home? What's happening here? You're looking at me. You're looking right through me right now. I don't like that.
He's not talking about his home life. He's talking about the home games.
Yes. You're looking. You're staring right through me.
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, are we going to grab somebody here?
Players are coming off.
You
supposed to get Tim?
Well, I don't know. You got to put your headset down. Well, I'm not mad at you. I don't know.
Hey, that was good stuff, though, buddy. V-neck looks good.
I don't know. Bruce, you want to sit down? Anybody? Nobody? Bruce? No? Anybody?
Marlo?
No, Marlo we get any time. Let's see who we can get. Anybody? Spencer? Nobody?
Who wants some of this?
No. P-Watt? No? Wow. Damn. Wait a second. Is that it? Are we out of players?
Hey, I'm going to ask Marlo that question.
Do we got anybody left?
Okay, Marlo, what's happening at home, and why are they losing games?
You saved the best for last.
Yeah, well, that's
all
true.
right.
We literally got blown up by like 9 guys in a row right now.
Yeah.
They don't understand the importance of radio, and particularly your guys' show.
That's right.
Number one in the afternoon.
Right.
Right.
PhD.
All right. Good.
All right.
So why are they losing games at home?
Not scoring enough points.
That's pretty good.
Well, if they just scored 120 last night, guess what they'd have done?
Lost by 2?
No, 1 by 1.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's tough to figure out. I mean, they get down to the fourth quarter. The execution that they've had in the past has not been as good. I think they've kind of figured out a little bit Jokic and Murray, just what they do, and they're kind of plotting for that now, And, it's making it more difficult. You got new guys in each spot. So Jokic and Murray have it. They got new guys here and there, and the other teams are good. That's a good Cleveland team. I think that team makes it to the Eastern Conference Finals and has a chance to win the East.
Do you think there's
go ahead.
Do you think there's anything to the schedule this year that is making it particularly tough to play at home?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I think that's
I don't buy any of these
I
excuses.
say yes.
Everybody's got the tough schedules. Everybody's got
Vic, what do you
the
want to
back and
say?
forth.
Vic wants to say something.
I
Go
don't buy
ahead.
any of this. I mean, because everything that you guys say about, this is happening at home, it's the same team that's gone on the road and gone 20-9.
Yeah.
It's the same team that's won 20 games on the road, an NBA leading 20 games on the road.
But you've lost 4 games on 4 off, long road trip, come play a game, go back on the road, and I'm telling you, it screws teams up.
Scotty, basketball's been played in Denver for 50 years. I understand you played, but you're making it sound like this is the first year that they've had to come home and adjust to a schedule.
It's the first time. It's first time they've had this many one-off games at home. Yes, 2 of them were back-to-backs. Yes.
Okay.
In fact, they stopped making other teams come in here on their back-to-back nights because it was so hard to play here.
I'm going to ask you a simple question as Christian Braun peers over my shoulder. If you don't take care of home court by playoffs, like you've got to secure it like a fortress. That's important to get through a playoff run. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But
you
do they have the ability to win games on the road?
Okay. Of course. I mean, that's the beauty of it. When you
You're
can
a
win on the
panic
road.
guy. You panic
I'm not panicking. I'm telling you.
Well, he's panicking the Christians over his shoulder right now.
Oh, no, I don't care.
No.
He knows me.
Thank you.
You should have panicked last night. You guys got lucky you won without Darren Peterson.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
But they
little
won.
KU talk.
Yeah. My daughter was at the game. She loved it.
Gotcha.
The point is, at some point you have to take care of that. That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree.
This is not a panic-inducing comment. I just don't want to hear excuses because excuses apply for the road and at home. It's the same team.
Then if you don't have excuses, and I agree with that, then it goes back to Marlo. You didn't score enough points.
Well, I have a question for all you guys.
Sure.
What's more surprising, the Nuggets' mediocre play at home or their great play on the road? And they won 20 games.
A play at home.
If I
To me,
told
is
you,
actually-
so?
Yes.
if I told both of you guys, hey, the Nuggets are 34-20, and they're 20-9 at home and 14-11 on the road.
Like, that makes sense.
You'd say,
That's pretty good
you'd
record.
say what?
I take that.
Pretty good
You
record.
say hell yeah, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Isn't it weird how we look at it differently when those records are inversed?
Well, because what was the one year George was 31-10?
He
at
was
home?
38-3 at home, the greatest
Wow.
home record
Yeah.
in Nuggets history. That was 2013. I'm going to be interviewing Gallo here in a little bit. That was the year that Gallo messed up his knee. Do you remember that? Otherwise, it could have been a different finish.
Doing that interview in Italian or in English?
Both.
Okay.
In honor of the Olympics.
Yeah, but they didn't get to the finals.
They didn't. I understand
I'm saying that's the ultimate goal
You're exactly
of this
right.
team.
Yeah.
Bottom line, doesn't
100%.
matter what you do at home, what you do on the
100%.
road. Got to win games. You got to get a good matchup, and you got to get to the finals.
Which is why I don't understand this NBA stuff anymore, because you work your butt off to get home court. What does home court mean?
I'm not sure it means as much as it used to.
Not much.
Yeah.
Does it? You were home last year against the Clippers. You won. You were on the road last year, Game 7 against OKC. You lost.
I think health is the number one thing, not home or away. I mean,
agree.
Being healthy matters more than anything.
I agree.
So
what was their record healthy at home, and what was their record now?
Healthy was what, 8-2?
Well, they started.
That was it.
When they were healthy, that's the only 10-game stretch we've seen.
So there's
so
your
far.
answer.
Okay.
And travel does matter, but here's where it matters. And again, I'm going to go back 30 years when Hubie Brown said it. When you're on the road trip for 6, 7, 8, what do we have that one day? 14 days. You come home and you've lived in a bubble on the road, and they're great in the bubble. It's hotel or plane, bus, hotel, bus, practice, bus, hotel, bus, game, and they're structured in everything they do. And you've done that for 2 weeks. Now you come home and it's like, hey, by the way, you haven't taken the kid to school in 6 days. I need you to get up tomorrow. I got in at 3 o'clock.
All right, so are things too comfortable here at home?
He hit it.
No, you lose your focus. They're not too comfortable.
Well, comfortable.
The whole thing, it's on the individual players that you lose that edge.
Yeah.
Well, who's creating the edge when they're at home?
Well, the individual player needs to create the edge.
Well, why haven't they?
Because of what I just said. And all of a sudden, when you get home, you ain't structured. You got after practice. Guess what you got? You're at home for the next 8, 10, 12,
Isn't that
14,
the definition of
14 hours.
comfortable, though?
Can I say something maybe a little controversial here? I think Russell Westbrook put people on edge last year, and I think there was a benefit of that, in all honesty.
Yes and no. You can go too far down the line on that.
Sure, but at least there was somebody like that.
Yeah. You don't have that firebrand that would be nice if you had.
Yeah, who's that guy on this team?
Yeah. AG.
Well,
he probably is, and he's hurt. Yeah. You're probably right, and that's where health matters more than anything. You're probably right, but you don't got him, and you're not going to have him until.
And I still think this team healthy is as good as any. But we keep saying, there's no guarantee you're going to be healthy. So you got to figure it out, assuming you might not be.
I just think it's hilarious that the entire roster walked right by you guys and no one even bothered to sit down.
Tyler farted a while ago.
I did. Yeah. I also worked out, haven't showered.
Yeah,
that happens
right there.
Yeah.
They saw your hair dye and thought they were like Channel 7.
I don't think it looks as bad in person. I think it
looks bad on TV.
It doesn't look.
I think you're wrong there, Tyler.
It's not as jarring in person. On TV, I think
it was jarring.
The light on TV made it look a lot darker.
Marlo made me cough.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you don't think every single person at this table is vain in some respect, you're looking at the wrong people.
I actually gave you credit. I
know,
don't know
and
if you were listening.
That.
I gave you credit for not hiding from it.
You don't think he has vanity? Look at his Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Why are you going to Colonel Sanders? Isn't there vanity attached to that?
No, it's biblical.
Okay, there's a sense of vainness.
So what he's saying is he's better than us.
Oh no! So this is biblical too, man. Yeah. St. Peter had dark brown hair.
Actually,
St. Peter. St. John the Baptist.
Hey, I love it,
dude.
The Bible says the gray hairs are a sign of wisdom. You might as well embrace it.
I got them underneath.
Yeah, but now you're hiding it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're hiding it. No, you know what? Tyler said it right. In person, it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
Last night on TV when watching that set, you look like an old guy with the hair dye.
I'm gonna have to paint in some grays now.
Hey, Vic,
you look great, man. It was just shocking. It was so different.
The problem in last night's show is when they showed you in the bobsled and you got the gray hairs coming out of the side.
Right. Yeah.
You're going to have to watch that on all your social platforms.
Shut up, Marlo.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And on that note, we'll take a break. We're live from Ball Arena's PhD on 92.5. All right, I could throw it, as we've talked to Christian Braun and David Adelman. We've ran to basically all the players and coaches, and things are wrapping up here for the Special Olympics event here at Ball Arena. One more game before the All-Star break for this team. One more game. And like David Adelman told us earlier, we start from zero. A little bit of debate, Tyler, between the altitude people with basketball.
Yeah,
you and I just kind of sat back there, and they kind of went at it.
Let them go at it.
Yeah. So what is this season going to come down to for the Denver Nuggets? We're kind of Nugget-centric here today. What's the season going to come down to?
Health. I think it's that simple, don't you?
Well, all right, let me back up. How long do you have to play together healthy? Because you could get healthy, I guess, right before the playoffs, but is that enough time to gel as a team? Like, so I mean, is that just it? We're all just healthy and it's automatic?
I think if Joker's playing.
Because what are the rotations right now with anything? And there is no answer to that.
Yeah. Well, if Joker's healthy, then bringing Aaron Gordon back, I think just is seamless. They've got too many games under their belts. What's going to be different is the second unit. What is the second unit? What is the second unit? And not
so
only,
we're all healthy.
Not only the players, but what is the second unit's identity?
The whole team's healthy?
Whole team's healthy.
So Peyton Watson's coming off the bench?
Probably.
Whew. Wow. So we got a guy who's healthy who can drop 30 at any point in time in an NBA game, and he's coming off the bench.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Boy.
Well, he ain't dropping 30 if he's coming off the bench.
I believe you, Scott, but you do seem to be the most confident of anyone I talk to that that's going to be his role, coming off the bench.
Well, I watched the games.
I gotcha. But the big story today was that was what was going around today was Peyton Watson and his market, what it's going to be out there. And it seems like it's going to be significant.
Well, you can almost fit it in perfectly in the sense that Peyton Watson fills that Cam Johnson role. That doesn't mean that Cam Johnson minutes don't go down and that he isn't playing with some of the first-teamer guys, but he can fit right in that role perfect. Spencer can kind of pick up the role of Christian Braun, where I'm going to put you on the toughest guy and just play hard and defend guys.
Team's healthy. Spencer Jones in the mix?
Yeah, because he's your bench defensive toughness guy.
All right, so we're having Peyton Watson off the bench, THJ off the bench, Bruce Brown off the bench, and Spencer Jones off the bench. Yeah. What about Jonas Valanciunas?
Well, he's playing in
he's off the bench?
Yeah.
That's 5 guys off the bench. How are you going to do that?
Well, you can only play 5 at a time.
You ain't rotating 5 dudes in the second unit. Come on now.
You're going to the last 25 games a year if they're all healthy.
It'd be ideal if you actually could. That would actually be amazing if you could have 5 guys in the
Now,
rotation.
when it gets down to it,
So Strother's doing what? Not playing at all?
I think it's going to be a battle between him and Spencer Jones. That'll be the question. Can Strother hold up just okay defensively? Because he gets burned all the time. He's not as good on ball defensively as Spencer is. Spencer's not the scorer that Strother is. So I think you're going to have flexibility of what do you need right now. Do I need a defensive stopper guy in there, or do I need some offense? And so I think that becomes interchangeable. Hey, well, listen, they ain't paying me the big bucks, but
these are the questions.
I tell you what's interesting.
These are the questions.
Spencer Jones doesn't have a contract yet. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It sure felt like that was going to be an easy thing to take care of. You had 2 spots that were available, and when you had 2 spots, it was like, okay, well, that immediately frees it up for Spencer. You get that done. Don't have to worry about any buyout guys, and yet here we are.
Here we are. That is something I did not know that I learned today. That is something that David Adelman told us, by the way. That there is a negotiation going on with Spencer Jones. He has hit his max in terms of games on a 2-way contract. Obviously, the concussion's not an issue, and they're trying to figure things out. And what did Adelman said? We could have used him last night? Okay. All right.
Which I think I said in the first or second segment also.
I think we maybe broke a little news there, perhaps.
I think we all know what that means.
That's kind of interesting. And Boy, that's tough to lose a close game, and we could have used him last night coming from the head coach. That sucks, you know. That was definitely below my radar, man. I was not thinking about that, but there you go.
To me.
I talk to you all the time.
Yeah, but you never.
Yeah, I'm not a psychic. You can volunteer information.
I don't feel like you believe me all the time.
Reasonably. No, I believe. Of course I believe you. Of course I believe you. But that was interesting. That was an interesting moment.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's. I mean, it was kind of what I figured. But I told you guys during the break, Spencer Jones is going to be the kind of player, you and me, right? He's going to be a role guy for probably his entire career. How many times does a role guy have leverage?
It's very rare.
Very rare.
Well, especially in the middle of the season when you're a two-way guy.
Right.
Yeah, you know it helps starting like 40 games.
And playing pretty well. And helping you win games, right?
Correct.
So
hey, I started 60 games in the NFL, and I never found leverage.
Right.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
You know, like once you're slotted in and that's what you're known as, it's damn near impossible to get leverage.
Right.
Right.
He's not good enough that you couldn't replace him eventually, but he's good enough on this team right now that you sure could use him. But for him, I mean, if I'm the organization, I go, here's a minimum NBA contract, whatever that is. We'll give you 2 or 3 years, and blah, blah, blah. Well, is that guaranteed? No, it's just a minimum. Well, no. We played enough that we want either a little above minimum, or if we're going to take minimum, we want all next year guaranteed. So this is the only time he's going to have leverage.
I got a dumb question, I guess.
Go for it.
What happens if they say, okay, no, they just send him down?
They still own his rights for the rest of this season.
Right, so that's what I'm trying to figure out how he's
So guess what? He goes,
how does he have any leverage?
Because he's played well enough that there's going to be one of the other 29 teams going to go, we'll pay you the minimum for guaranteed for 3 years.
Okay.
Oh, it's a roll of the dice. He's, there's a little something going on here. It's juicy. You know?
He will get picked up and signed by somebody. He won't sign a Bruce Brown deal at $17 million. But somebody offer him $3 million.
Oh my God, he's got to get more than that.
Well, I think the minimum is what, 1.8, Jesse, 1.3, 1.6.
I mean, our guy Zeke's making 8. Come on now.
Yeah, but that was
all right. I got you.
That guy got fired.
Okay, all right. I think that's something the organization's going to have to. Well, I'm sure they're working on it right now, and I'm sure.
Oh, I guarantee you they are.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't just sign. If I'm looking at just as the player's own whatever, he probably shouldn't just sign this. Or you say, you know what, here's what I'll do. I'll sign for the rest of the year. I'm an unrestricted free agent next year.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably don't want that either.
Whew, you get nervous. You must get butterflies in your stomach, right, as a player, because you're sort of rolling the dice on yourself here. Because there's an offer probably on the table that's worth a lot of money that you're just saying, I'm worth a little bit more right now. And we got to figure this out.
Well, more so than the money, it's just the offer that's really on the table is you're going to be a contributor on the team. Like you could come, you just sign this deal, and you are actually participating in the basketball game.
That's right.
Yep. And I will be next year too, so I want next year guaranteed.
Man, Spencer Jones ain't no joke, man. That guy, he's a smart. Well, first of all, he is a smart cookie. Right, and he's evaluating his own worth, and I don't think there's animosity here. But I think there's, kind of an interesting negotiation in the middle of the season when they could use him, according to the coach. That's going on right now. And it's not just a concussion. Okay. So now we know. All right, okay. Now we know.
I gave you the look. I gave you the look earlier in the show before they put me on Zoom.
Yeah. Good for Tyler for asking about it, man. Because, I think
it's not what I was expecting, to be totally transparent.
You looked into a gem right there.
When I asked the question, I thought I was just tossing it up, and he was going to hit it out of the park. Then I was going to move on to the buyout market, but it didn't go that direction.
That was really interesting. So, listen, man, there's a lot going on. There always is a lot going on. It's not easy. I think there's all good soldiers on both sides here to try to figure it out. You got to do what you got to do. Who knew that Spencer Jones at the beginning of this year would be such an important player for this team?
Yeah.
Nobody in their right mind would have ever predicted it, because it would have to take a severe injury to Aaron Gordon basically for that to flesh itself out. Okay, so it happened, and here we are. Listen, I can't wait for them to beat Memphis tomorrow, Scott. Get focused, beat Memphis. That is a big game.
Yep.
I think every win at home is a big deal. You got to stay focused until the break, and I think they're looking forward to 8 days off, and then you guys start on the road again. You don't start at home.
Oh, I know. Three ran on the road right away.
Right.
If you go undefeated the rest of the year, is our conversation here been moot?
Undefeated at home?
Well, yes, I will say that was the conversation, Scott. Yeah,
It'd be incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Are you calling your shot? Is that what you're doing?
I think they can.
I remember at the beginning of the season, I was talking to Matt Moore, who's a basketball muggle, and we were like, I don't know if they're going to lose 5 games all year at home. Like, that's how the season was starting out. That's how it felt. So I could see that, too, if you can get it together and go like that, I think they're more than able to play. So I actually could see that. You know, I mean, what are we talking about? 14, 15 games? Something like that at home? I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
Something in those.
Yep.
So could you go 15-0? Yes. Yes, you could go 15-0. This team could go 15-0 at home.
Well, what are they right now? 14-10, 14-11?
14-11.
So 25 games. You got 16 games left on the road?
I don't know. I'd look it
Yeah,
up.
it'd be
but-
16.
Okay.
You know
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You got
Right.
16 games left at home.
I know this is all part of the same conversation, but maybe the biggest surprise to me about this season for the Nuggets, last year, final 5 minutes, it was just closeout city, man, especially if they had a lead. It was closeout city.
Last couple of years.
Last couple of years, right? And it feels like this year, when it comes down to those big moments, over and over, it's gone the opposite direction of what this team has been known for over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, the big thing they're doing now, and there's Murray had a big turnover. Joker had one after that, but the Murray turnover, what they're doing now late especially, they're jumping hard. Murray coming off the pick, and automatically rotating to Joker right away, trying to make that steal, which means there's somebody else going to be open, and the key is now Murray can't just jump hook it over the top, get it stolen, fast break the other way. Now you go from up 4 to down up 2. I mean, up 4 to up 2.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find a way to make that play. And somebody's got to read it. If Joker's denied up top, he's doubled on the wing. Whoever's man's double on Joker, got to flash right to the free throw line, right in the middle, be available, come around. Now you got 3-on-2 to the basket. So somebody else is going to have to make a play while teams sell out to stop those 2 guys.
By the way, that was really interesting to talk to Christian about that one specific play in Boston. Can you imagine? Well, maybe you guys can't imagine.
It's on his brain, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because you go up, right, and all of a sudden you're not up.
You could see it. You could see it unfolding in real time, man.
That must be the weirdest feeling. And for Christian, that was fascinating. He's never been injured. How crazy is that?
Right.
He's gone this far as a pro athlete and a college and high school superstar, and he's never been injured.
Well,
it's wild.
It goes back to your and Matt Moore's conversation. You could never imagine him lose this many games. But
if they were healthy, yeah.
But could you imagine that they'd play 16 games without Joker, 40-plus games without Gordon?
No.
30-plus games without CB. Probably going to be 16 or 18 without Peyton Watson.
You're asking me to imagine something that literally has never happened to those guys. So how could I possibly imagine something that's never happened? So the answer is no, and that's the season they're dealing with here. So what's good news for Nuggets fans is you can conceivably say if they do get healthy and everything is like it was when they were healthy.
8-2.
8-2, and think about those 2 losses, by the way, both on the road, both like the Portland game, right, which was insane. They could have won that easy, and the Golden State game, which was the first game of the year, which was right down to the wire.
Yep.
Those were the 2 losses.
He had double-figure leads in both those games.
Correct. And, it's not like they were blowouts or anything like that. Wow, I can't believe I actually remember those 2. But
7 points to Golden State in overtime, and 2 points to...
It was right there, yeah, Portland.
Portland.
All right, we'll take a quick break. By the way, spring training is starting. Chris Bryant is on the 60-day IL. Chris Bryant
Get out of here already?
This is coming from Bob Nightingale about pro baseball. He'll be out for the first 57 games of the season. So that was announced today. He played 11 games last year. He has played 170 games in his first 4 years of his 7-year, $182 million contract. Has anybody got over on a pro team here in Denver, Colorado more than Chris Bryant?
He might have won up to us, might he?
Holy cow. My goodness.
Is that, and I know you always talk about Russell Wilson being the worst maybe contract ever in Denver history. Does that rival it?
Yeah,
I think it's worse.
That's what I was just saying. Yeah, he might have actually won up that.
Yeah, because they got away from Russ eventually, and as they were getting away from Russ, they made the playoffs twice.
Rockies have lost 103
3 years in a row, and to not lose, check this out, to not lose 100, next year they would have to improve by 18 games. You think they're going to improve by 18 games?
No.
I don't either. So likely that's going to be 4 years in a row, his contract of losing 100 in a row. That is not 100 in a row, 100 in consecutive years.
Yeah.
100 in a row. It's possible. Okay, we'll come back with Let's Football Go. And by the way, Dan, give us a final, but the last I heard, U.S. was up 4-0, unless it is a final over Canada in women's hockey.
They're midway through the third period. It is still 4-0 USA.
Awesome, man. Kicking ass, man. But you knew Hockey Canada. PhD live from Ball Arena. A lot of guys, it leads to poor sleep, low energy, brain fog, reduced sex drive. It's the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can help men lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with 4 targets.